We're live.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Soldiers of the Lich Queen. 2 weeks in a row. Can you believe it?
Woo!
We did it. Let's go for 3 next week. I'm not going anywhere. I have a week off because it's Thanksgiving in America.
Nice.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Before we get started, I think, are there any channel announcements from the incredibly sleep-deprived Justin?
Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Mimics Monstrosities. Diversifying DMing might be a podcast too.
Like I said, I have a week off. If I do not have an episode to give you by the end of this week, I shall be stoned in the town square until dead.
That's a lot of...
What kind of stoned are we talking? Like, stoned or stoned?
I mean,
yeah,
either
that's
way,
legal in your state, right?
I said until dead either way, so like not a good time regardless. Well, I suppose one would be better than I'd rather I suppose get high till dead rather than just have rocks thrown at me till dead. So okay.
Why not both?
That'd be a terrible time. Anyway, yes, demystifying DMing. I was actually just working on like the intro sound this morning, right before this call started. So yeah, there should be something. And again, as I've been saying for like weeks, possibly months now, the first episode, again, as in podcast form, is going to be about NPCs and villains, how to make them feel kind of alive and interact with the players well, and how to also, as a side note, not have your villains die when they first meet the party. How to have them last a little bit.
Yeah.
Justin. There we go. All right. Without further ado, I think we're ready to get this show on the road.
Yeah.
So, last week, the party went to a library. They had a fun time at the library. Was Drusilla? Drusilla tried to steal a book. It did not go well. Everybody managed to do some research. It was a very large library in the university district. And then after they left, Ilvem mentioned some people that he had met the night before who were in some trouble. So they went and talked to them, and they met. On their way back to the Onyx Cat first, Sid noticed a carriage being escorted by guards with a familiar banner. Everyone else, or I don't know, anyone else would have even spotted them from that distance. So Sid was just like, "I gotta go. Meet up with you later. Bye." And Sid left. Everybody else took went back to the Onyx Cat and met up with Khazradan the Goliath and his two friends. Khazradan had been recently injured and told everybody that it was because he had been trying to interrupt an attack on a cargo ship on the river that was under attack by a group known as the Chimera's Personal Army, a mercenary group in town that tends to do work for the rich and elite. And they were for some reason attacking a ship, and they kidnapped the captain and taken him back to their outpost, probably to get rid of him at some point, but for now he's alive. And Khazradan pointed out that if they could get that captain, he would be able to like actually testify and get some justice on these people who otherwise are just kind of running around, do whatever they want. So the party went to the outpost to try, and I think there was some disagreement on exactly what they were trying to do. Find information, get away in the next day, rescue him right now. There's like three different ideas of what was going on.
I just wanted to go for a drink.
Which resulted in, Hannibal whacking one of them in the back of the head with a hammer 6 feet from the door to their bunk room. And, the guy not getting knocked unconscious and waking up the entire outpost and saying, "We're under attack." So Hannibal's on the 4th floor, the top floor of the building, farthest from the exit. Drusilla is a spider, clinging to the back of his pant leg, underneath the illusion that he's currently wearing. Ilvem is 1 floor down in one of the planning rooms where they're not anymore, planning guard rotations for an event. and with the person who appears to be the outpost leader, who is just like, all right, you need to go because we've got problems. And that's where we're going to start off this week. So I think it's appropriate to start with Hannibal.
Hey.
You're in this like kind of combo living room, kitchen, bar, or just like a communal living space type thing. Like picture, almost like like a communal living space. Ahead of you is a door that is currently closed, and after all the shouting, you can hear the sounds of movement coming through that door ahead of you, and there is a person armed or armored with he currently does not have his weapon out yet, who's turning around after having taken like 6 damage to the back of the head. So that's where you're at.
Apologies. I got startled.
Did your voice change?
Oh, scheiße. Ray of sickness.
Okay, is that an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Classic 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh. Out of my glove. I shoot a ray of sickening greenish energy out of my little glove. My special glove. And I... 9 points of poison damage. And they need to make a constitution saving throw.
No, he doesn't. So you hit him square in the chest with this green beam, and he just goes, oh! And just falls over backwards, like slumps against the wall and slides down it. As you can just see, like, his face went just like green for a second with just sick, just like nausea and sickness. And his internal organs just like turned against him. He slides down the wall, and you can hear voices through the door, like, what's going on out there? What was that?
So it just got sick and fell over.
All right. Downstairs, Ilvem, the commander of the outpost, is basically just said to you, all right, you need to go, and is turning to go upstairs after you heard shouting of we're under attack from up there.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of stay in the doorway of where I'm at.
Just hang out in that hallway.
I'm gonna step back into the room a little bit so I'm not like immediately noticeable.
All right, well, there's still 2 people in that room with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, you should really go.
Oh no, it's fine. You're definitely gonna need me if you're under attack. I heal. It's my thing.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage because I cast enhance ability yesterday. Or not yesterday, but like
a week ago.
Last session, yeah.
That's right, you did actually. Yes, I remember that.
Okay. That is 17.
Yeah, you can see them just like wrestling with it for a second, and then they're like, oh yeah, actually that's a good point. Okay, stay here.
I will stay right here.
Stay put. All right. We might need you. Okay, Drusilla, you're on Hannibal's leg. You can, I suppose you can kind of see through the illusion. It's like transparent for you because you know it's an illusion. So like you can like kind of see the room, like everything is like shaking and moving as Hannibal moves around. It's kind of hard to see exactly what's going on, and like unless you're on the front side of his leg, you can't see exactly what's happening. Just hanging out still.
How long has it been to get from the cells to this floor?
Oh, like 5 minutes.
Okay, so I've still got quite a long time.
Oh yeah, because you just turned your second wild shape.
Yeah.
Just like right downstairs, yeah. Because you hopped on him as he was like heading up here.
Yeah, because I thought we were gonna go have like a nice little, regroup and figure out how to get him out of here. She's just gonna hop off.
Okay.
And just like hide in a corner of the room.
So you've got like some like furniture, like sofas and chairs and stuff to one side. You've got the kitchen over somewhere. You can go try and get further, like an actual corner of the room. The closest is probably some furniture that you could hide underneath.
Yeah, I'll just like hide under a table or something like that. Just
you go and skitter under a table. At that point, Hannibal, the door in front of you opens, and you can see one person who comes out holding what looks to be just like a club. like an iron band cudgel, the kind of not like a deadly weapon, but he's just it looks like he's just managed to finish putting on pants, and is like and has like one of those like old timey pajama shirts on, to quote Hocus Pocus, a Thackeray Binks shirt.
Nice.
He's like just holding one of those. You can see others behind him as they're all like getting dressed and like hastily grabbing whatever they have around them. And he looks around. He sees the guy, his friend, slumped on the floor, and sees you as the only other person in the room. He's like, "What's going on out here?"
He got real sick and slipped and fell.
So he exits the room and goes over to him. Two more come out from behind him. And as he like goes and starts inspecting him, he like leans him forward a little bit, and he notices just a big, like, kind of bloody wound on the back of his head. And he like stands up, rubbing the blood in his fingers and noticing his friend is dead. And turns over and I suppose technically I suppose technically he could be making death saving throws. Let's see. Did he end up unconscious? Well, he made one. Roll a couple to see. Wow, he made two. Never mind. He actually is stable, so he's unconscious. In the time it took them to get out the door. So yeah, he looks over at you and just goes, "All right, you two grab this person. We're gonna want to bring him downstairs."
I panic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my racial trait, control air and water, and cast fog cloud.
Okay. So just the whole 4th floor of the building fills with fog. Like, hey, what was that? What just happened? What do you do? Get him, grab him. Where is he? All right, what are you doing?
Running downstairs.
Okay, so you go and run downstairs. You can hear like stumbling and sounds and bumping around in the fog, as it sounds like two of them collide with each other as they're trying to grab at you. So you run down the stairs. What's the radius on fog cloud again?
A 20-foot sphere.
Okay, so yeah, you get like a couple steps based on where you're standing. You get a couple steps down the stairs, and it's still like the fog extends down into the stairwell. Give me a perception check really quick to see what you're noticing as you're running through the fog.
4.
Okay, you are running forward, and as you run, you slam face first into someone running up the stairs.
I end disguise self.
Okay, they are going to attempt a grapple on you.
Okay.
So either acrobatics or athletics to resist.
Athletics for sure.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So they go to grab you and like get a hold on you, but you manage to just slip right out of their grasp.
Excellent.
And if you, however, they are pretty much filling the stairwell, so you need some way to get past them. Drusilla, you are upstairs, and you can just hear like stumbling around and scrambling and confusion, and you can't see anything.
Are there stairs behind this guy?
Yeah, the stairs continue down.
Push.
Okay, athletics check for a shove.
19.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. You hear the voice of the commander, who was the one like was talking to you downstairs. Go, what? And just falling backwards down the stairs. Falling damage. Yeah, take some falling damage as she comes tumbling down out of the fog. Ilvem, you are down on this floor, standing in the doorway. You just like you can see like the edge of the fog on this, like in the stairwell, almost like a smoke machine is being used upstairs. So you can just see like little bits of fog coming down the stairs, and you just hear whoop, and then the commander of the outpost just goes falling backwards down the stairs, hits the bottom and rolls backwards a little bit, and the other two in the room like stand up and reach for their weapons.
Should I heal her now, or do you think she would prefer
get
to
out of the
wait?
way? They like start get up and they shove past you and try and
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
get to the
Okay.
bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Hannibal, are you still moving forward?
Yep.
All right, you get down the stairs, you come to that hallway with the planning rooms and like briefing rooms in it, and you can see the commander of the base like laying on the floor, grabbing the back of her head, as well as the 2 armed individuals who were in the planning room rush out into the hallway to meet you. And they see you, and they do not recognize you one bit. They're like, put your hands where we can see them. All right.
No funny business, please.
They look surprised that worked. And like as you put your hands up, the commander like gets to her feet, clutching the back of her head. Oh, I don't know what you are, but put your hands behind your back and you get some manacles on them.
Archimedes, spray them.
You just nothing.
I have a dog in my pocket.
Okay. Put manacles on him and I guess take the dog out of his pocket. And then one of them will like start walking around you and like taking your hands and
throw my light hammer at him. Returning hammer at him.
Okay, so before he gets to you, just throw the light hammer at him. Was it in your hand?
It would have been, yeah, because I did knock the guy in the back of the head.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be bad. Yep. 10.
That does okay, so you throw it, and like he manages to turn to one side and bounces off one of the leather pauldrons he's wearing.
And I catch it again.
Yeah, it bounces off and then goes flies right back into your hand. I think at this point it is a good time for some initiative.
They were gonna take Moloch. That's a no. Okay. Oh.
I guess from everyone, just so we can know who can act when.
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be showing up soon.
Yeah. This is bad.
$18 for me.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
14.
All right.
This is gonna be bad.
No, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
Who got the 12 and who got it was Ilvem got the 12?
Nope, I got the 10.
Okay.
Hannibal got 12.
Okay. So the commander goes first.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So from where she is right now, she reaches into her. She like, she has the like boiled leather cuirass on basically, but has like a bandolier with daggers stuck into it. So she's gonna grab 2 of those and throw both of them at you.
Yeah, go for it. Bring it. I'm strong.
That's a 9 on the first one.
No.
And a 21 on the second.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so that's 5 damage from the second one.
Whatever.
So you like, she throws one at you and it like catches mostly coat, but then the second one hits you in the opposite shoulder and sinks in deep. It's like, knock him out, kill him, whatever you need to just get whatever this is out of my outpost. And then Sid, you're just like, you're walking over. You heard this. You know where to go, so you're on your way. You're almost there.
Cool.
Bringing us then to Drusilla. You're upstairs. You're a spider.
Do I hear?
You can hear that shout from downstairs. Like you hear all the commotion up here, but then you hear that sound from downstairs. Like, I don't care what you have to do, just capture it, kill it, knock it unconscious, whatever you need to do. Presumably about Hannibal.
Presumably about Hannibal. God damn it. But it sounds like there's still people on this floor.
Yes, but they're stumbling around in the fog currently. Actually, Hannibal, give me a concentration check on Fog Cloud.
That's actually a good idea. And that's with my spellcasting modifier?
Yes.
12 or Constitution, or is it it's Constitution?
Oh yeah, no, it's right. It's Constitution. What am I talking about?
It's 12 either way.
Okay, yes. So Fog Cloud is still up. Yes, so it is still foggy up here. So they're like stumbling around and trying to figure out what's happening. They're not quite sure if Hannibal's still up here, though. They hear that, and that gives them an indication that he's probably not.
You know, I really don't want to go on the floor if they're stumbling around.
It doesn't sound like any have made their way, it doesn't sound like there's any between you and the staircase right now.
Then I'm booking it to the staircase.
All right. So yeah, you can probably make it like to the staircase and a little bit more. So if you want to like start going down or like go up the wall.
Yeah, we'll dash going up the wall so I don't get
Okay.
stepped on.
So spider speed, you get basically like right to the edge of the fog cloud, like right to that just like wispy section where you can see there's fog, but you can see through it, and you can see Hannibal like pulling a knife out of his shoulder with two of the mercenaries and like approaching him and the commander behind them, and Ilvem just like hanging out in the doorway.
Just gonna one spider legs just gonna go, oh my god.
All right, and that'll bring us to the end of Drusilla's turn, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the other two
Oh, fuck.
that are down there, they're both going to rush up to Hannibal. They're going to try and grapple Hannibal. They're going to try and just hold him down.
Okay.
So I'm going to do, it'll be, so first grapple attempt.
18.
That was a natural one. So this guy comes at you, you dodge to the side, and you actually manage to trip him, and he falls prone past you. Second
Ha
one.
ha ha ha.
Go ahead, yeah.
18.
That guy rolled a 2, so he does not quite fall on his face, but he does. But he does not manage to grab you. All right, they waste their turn.
These are the worst mercenaries I've ever seen.
You can hear the commander like you can hear her teeth grinding together in anger. She's like, "Get him, Hannibal!" That brings us to you.
I turn around to face all of them that have fallen behind me, even the commander.
Mm-hmm.
I take about 10 steps back.
Okay, that'll get one of them will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Go for it.
All right, he swings with his scimitar. What? This dwarven forge of die likes you. That was a natural one.
And as I take my 10 steps back, I raise up my glove hand and do my final racial feature of the day.
Oh, you gust of wind.
And I gust of wind at all three of them.
Wow.
Because it's boom. So
okay.
Strength
so
saving
strength
throw.
saves.
Yeah. Or they're,
All right.
or they're pushed 15 feet away from me.
All right. One of them is already prone.
Just
So strength save from the prone one. Failure. Strength save from the standing one. Oh, what's the save?
12.
Okay, so the other one standing makes it, and then the commander also makes it.
Yeah.
So the one on the floor fails it.
Ah! Just sliding away on the floor.
Yeah, he's just rolling down the hallway, trying to grab onto things. And just bump. So he's like back by the commander now on the floor by her feet. She's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Does Drusilla see this?
Yes, you can see this. You're staying like right behind Hannibal.
God. This is wild.
Uh-huh.
That's
Is
my
that
turn.
the end of Hannibal's turn?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That brings us then to Ilvem.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay, just gonna hang out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like looking like shocked and like, oh my, like really try to sell it that like this is like they're shocked that this is happening, but they are ready to heal somebody when the time comes to it.
Okay. That'll bring us then back up to the top with the commander.
Yeah.
She draws a sword from her side and is like, I'll do it myself. And she like hunkers down, like puts her shoulder forward and struggles forward in the against the wind. Oh, I suppose also the fog cloud is gone because gust of wind is concentration, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the fog cloud vanishes upstairs. And you can hear like a sudden end of confusion from up there as they can all suddenly see, and the fog just goes. So she, hunkers down and pushes forward against the wind and gets up to you. She's going to swing twice with her sword.
Yeah, go for it.
That is an 18 on the first one.
Yep.
And an 18 on the second.
Yep.
All right. Grand total of 13 slashing damage.
Woohoo!
Lashes into you twice.
Yep.
And I'll need 2 concentration checks on the gust of wind.
First one is an 18.
Okay, still up.
And second one is a nope, 6.
Okay, so first one you manage to hold on to it, second one hits you, and you just like it's starting to hurt, and you just like falter for a second, and the wind just kind of sputters like, and then just there's nothing coming out of your hand anymore. And you see a smile on her face as she makes noticeable progress. But that will make the end of her turn. Sid.
Yes.
So you come around a street corner. You see the building described to you.
Mhm.
You can hear sounds of commotion coming from the top floor. There's a few. It's basically a very tall rectangular 4-story building with like a fenced-in area behind it that looks kind of like a training yard. You can see 2 people out in the training yard who've like stopped and are looking up at the 4th floor. And actually, as you come around the corner, there's like fog spilling out the open windows on the 4th floor that then like just as you come out and see it, just vanishes, and you can hear like the sounds of combat coming from inside.
Okay. How high up is that 4th floor? Are there any you said there's like windows?
Yes. 4th floor would probably be let me think. Bottom of the 4th floor would probably be like 40 feet up.
Does it look like there'd be any way to like hardcore parkour my way up to one of those windows?
It does have, yeah, it has some like there's like jutting out windowsills and shutters on the outside and things like that. So you know, some things like flag posts, gargoyles. There it's not like a flat brick building. It looks like there is some decoration to the outside of it. So there's stuff that you could basically like hop your way up to the side, so you can start making progress.
Okay, yeah. I will, seeing that fog and hearing the commotion, I will hardcore parkour my way up to the 4th floor.
All right, give me an acrobatics check to see how you do.
Boy, howdy will I. Okay. Quick math. 5 plus 3 is 8. 18.
Okay, I was like 5 plus 3. Oh no. Okay, so you rush up the side of the building, jump up onto a planter, use that to hop up and roll onto an awning, like a overhang. Turn around from there, jump, swing on a flagpole, make your way up, catch yourself on a shutter, shimmy around one side, jump up onto a ledge and start making your way up. You get probably about almost you probably like end if you spend your whole turn. Do you spend your whole turn moving?
To get up to that 4th floor, yeah.
Okay, so you make it basically with that you can make it to the 3rd floor. You're just below the 4th floor. As you hop up, you're at like the most secure handhold you can find to stop at is bars outside a window. So you grab onto these bars and you can kind of pull yourself up and peek in. You can see right, hang on. Prison on the 3rd floor or the 4th floor? Oh, sorry, that was the 2nd. Oh no, yeah, 3rd floor. So okay. Oh, whoops. Yes. So you grab onto some bars and like pull yourself up and look through, and you can see like you can see that you're like a kind of like a prison setup with like and then you can see like a couple of guards like getting up through the door, and past it you can just barely catch sight of a hallway as one of the guards looks like he finishes just like rolling down the hallway like a tumbleweed, and he like finally comes to a stop. So clearly something's going on this floor, but it does not look like this is a good way in because like this window looks into a prison cell.
Okay, cool.
All right, that'll be Sid's turn. Drusilla.
Wow. So we came from the 4th floor and we're now on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
And that's where the prison is?
Yeah.
How far from where Drusilla is right now to like into the prison area?
Not too far. Well, you're on the stairs, so probably like 30 feet to get to the door. It's like on the other end of the hallway.
Drusilla's going to start moving towards there, keeping an eye out to see if the guards that were in there have come out. Like, see if they're coming out to help deal.
You can, so you manage to get around the corner and look, and you can see they're like standing up and look ready and are kind of like peeking around the corner. For now, it looks like they're holding because they don't like they're staying and guarding the prison, but they look ready to come out if things look dire for the people out there. Currently, they're like 3-on-1. They've got this.
Okay, Drusilla's just gonna start moving into the prison.
Okay, so you double move inside. Okay, so you can basically get into the prison. Make me a perception check really quick.
I'm gonna die. Oh.
7.
Okay, yeah, you make your way into the prison. You can see that halfling sitting there. He looks like he's feeling a lot better because you healed him.
Yep.
Okay. And that'll make it that'll make it turn of the regular guys. So the one at the other end of the hallway stands up, is like, he like picks up his sword, and then he's gonna move. He's gonna start moving back. He pretty much has to, because of like how far he got pushed, and he had to stand up. He has to double move to get. He has to full move to get back to Hannibal. The other one is going to try and grapple Hannibal again to just try and hold him still while his commander swings a sword at him.
12.
10. So you are you're like getting slashed at and stabbed, but you still manage to like just shove this guy off of you. He tries to grab you, he slams his back up against the wall as you just push him back with one arm.
Ha!
You're like, God, he's way stronger than he looks.
I'm actually not.
Shut up. And then Hannibal, that'll be you. Oh, sorry. And actually, at the end of that, you also hear footsteps coming down the stairs from above.
Okay. I'm gonna crack that guy on the top of the head with my light hammer.
Okay.
Ooh. 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then offhand bonus action attack.
Okay.
I'm going to use my sickle.
All right.
13.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, 6 slashing.
Ooh. All right. So you bonk this guy on the top of the head and then come swinging around with the other hand and just catch him in the side of the neck just above the armor. Like you kind of like scrape across the top of the chest plate and it guides it up into his neck and just slices across and just sprays blood out onto the floor.
I just slit someone's throat. Oh.
Falls over, clutching at his bleeding throat. That guy is down. All right. Any movement?
Nope.
Okay. Ilvem, you can see a guy, Hannibal, just take out some guy's throat.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action healing word the guy who just got his throat slit.
Okay. All right. Roll the health.
I don't have any D4s available. 5 points of health back.
Okay. So you see him like he's slumping over and he like falls down to the ground and like you can see the life fading from him. And then you like call out a word.
You're gonna be okay.
And then you can just see like a slight golden glow from underneath his hand, and his ragged breathing goes from like ragged and like coming like partially coming from underneath his hand, like this gurgling sound. There's a slight glow, and then just his eyes like fly open, and he looks up and just sees Hannibal standing over him with the sickle dripping with blood.
And then Ilvem's just gonna be like, oh wow, it would be such a shame if this very scary person were to like run away so that he couldn't get captured.
Why are you healing them?
It'd be very scary if that person ran away. Oh, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Okay. That'll bring us back up to the commander. And she just goes, oh, he's not going anywhere. With her other hand, she's going to pull out a dagger. So she's got a dagger in one hand, sword in the other. And she's going to make 3 attacks against Hannibal. 2 with the sword and 1 with the dagger.
Yep.
Pourquoi?
Okay.
Stay psych right now.
She is the commander of this entire facility. 20 for the first one.
Yeah, it hits.
I'm gonna roll damage as I go here.
Oh my
That's
God.
6 damage on the first attack.
Hannibal slumps forward into her arms, unconscious.
Okay,
Oh my God, no.
so
Oh my God.
first attack, she just knocks. She actually, seeing that like you're weaving a little bit, she fakes in with a swing. But then when she gets close, instead of swinging the blade at you, she pivots and just punches you in the face with the pommel, and just knocks you out. And as you fall forward, she catches you and is going to like guide you down to the floor, and then start pulling your arms behind your back. He's like, manacles now.
And what
Moloch
about-
like
yeah.
wiggles out of your, because she lays you face down, so Moloch like squeezes out of your pocket and turns around and starts barking at her like, "Arf, arf, 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 arf."
Good boy.
All right, so that's her turn. Sid, you are
Mhm.
you're on this window. You can see, and you can like hear stuff. You can hear Moloch barking in there.
Mhm. Okay. And I'm
that's
on the
what you got.
third. I'm on the third floor right now.
Yes, I suppose. Actually, yeah, you make me a perception check as well. The two of you are so hard to notice. There's a lot going on.
Perception. That is a 10.
Okay. Yep. This is what you're focusing on. You're on the third floor. You can hear combat. You can hear a woman yell, "Manacles now!" from the inside there.
Okay.
I suppose you hear Ilvem's voice from this floor go, "You're gonna be okay."
Okay. And so the window I'm on now has like bars.
Mm-hmm. Looks like
Over
it
it,
makes
right?
a prison window. Yeah.
Okay, what about the floor above it? How are the
Floor
windows?
above it, you don't see any bars up there now.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to hardcore parkour my way up to
Okay.
that window.
All right, it's just one floor up, so give me the acrobatics check.
Big money, no whammies. That is 15.
Okay, let me see. Is this window open? Yes. Okay, so this was one of the windows that was open. I suppose you were aiming for it because you saw like where the
Mhm.
fog was coming out, so you identified this window is open, so you can get up to it. It doesn't take all your movement, then just get up one floor, so you can see. You have a little bit of movement left when you get to the windowsill, and as you peek up into this room, though, you can see about like 8 people in various states of like undress, all wielding clubs, and like starting to head for the staircase down to the 3rd floor.
Oh, big yikes. Are there any other windows nearby on this floor?
Yeah, there's pretty much windows all the way around it. It just looks like a lot of them lead into this room.
Oh, crap.
But you can see a door to you can see further along to your left in this floor is what looks to be like a bunk room where a bunch of them just exited out of.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move over to that other window.
Okay, that'll take like probably the rest of your movement and a dash in order to do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, because you have to like shimmy along and you're moving like half speed. Okay, so you shimmy along, you can get into an open window into the bunk room, so you're in the building.
Woo. Okay. That is it.
All right. Drusilla, you see the commander. First of all, you see Hannibal take down one of the guards. Ilvem heal that guard back like conscious, and then the commander come up and just sock Hannibal in the face, and you see the lights go out and he topples forward, and she guides him down and prepares him for some manacles. And the other guys in the room go next after you. Oh wait, sorry, you don't see any of that because you're in the prison.
I do. I don't. Do I hear any of it?
I suppose you can kind of hear, like, you can hear like a crunching sound, and then you can hear like a groan from Hannibal, and like a as he fall out. And then the barking from Moloch.
But you said manacles, which we just about taking them into the prison. So it's just gonna keep going.
Okay, so you just head into the prison cell.
Into the prison cell. With
Okay,
the
as you're
halfling.
heading in, you think you see movement in the window, but then it's gone.
Or what? Drusilla's just gonna get into the one with the halfling and just wait for everything to calm down.
Okay, so you're just hanging out.
Just go hang out in there.
Okay. That'll bring us then to one of the guys. So the one that was not unconscious, who got hurled down the hallway, pulls a pair of manacles off his belt, comes over to the unconscious Hannibal, and clicks them onto his wrists. And then the other one just like takes a second, it's like feeling at his neck. The wound, like there's still blood, like it's caked in blood, but as he like wipes at it and grabs at his neck, you can see that like there's a tender pink line where the cut was, that it's closed. It's still like, you know, healing and tender, but it is closed up. He takes a second and he just slowly, shakily pushes himself to his feet. That's all he's gonna do. At this point, Ilvem, are you going to, or is there anything you need to do that's in initiative order?
I mean,
Or as Hannibal goes down, are you just gonna continue as like Hannibal is kind of the source of the conflict, so if he's down, if anyone wants to stay in initiative order, we can. Otherwise, we can go out of initiative order.
yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep playing my part.
Okay, so they get him down. They put the manacles on him. At that point, the commander turns to you and just says, "Can you keep him from dying?"
Yeah.
All right, can you come over before he bleeds out on my floor?
Okay, I will come over and use my racial ability, Healing Hands, which will actually. I don't really want Hannibal to wake up. I just want him to be stabilized.
Oh, I suppose actually, yeah. So she did. I forgot. She knocked him out. She intentionally did non-lethal damage, so he's not dying.
Oh, so he's just okay.
Yeah, I suppose she just asked you. Can you check on him, make sure he's not dying?
Oh, yeah, of course. I can do that. I do that.
Yeah, okay. You don't even need to roll a medicine check, but you can basically just like check him over. You can verify that Hannibal is still breathing. We'll continue to do so. And they're like, all right. So the two of the one who got his neck cut, is taking a second. You see 1,000-yard stare on his face. But eventually he kind of manages to collect himself a little bit. He looks over to you, just thank you so much.
Oh, of course.
And then the commander's like, yep, all right. Take a breather after this, but help him get this guy into one of the cells. And then she turns back over towards the jail and just goes, jailers, open the door. We've got one coming in. And then you can hear as the metal door comes swinging open, and two of them haul Hannibal up, like feet just kind of dragging along the ground as they start walking him into the jail cell. The others come down the stairs, and the commander just turns back and just goes, it's fine, go back to bed, we handled it. Good to know that in a crisis, though, you'll spend all your time bumping around the kitchen before you get down to help me. Drills at dawn tomorrow. And you hear and Sid, you can hear like this muffled and like a bunch of groans as they start coming, like there's a pause, but then they start coming back up the stairs towards where you are in the bunk room.
Oh crap.
And Drusilla, you can see them like opening the doors of the jail cells, and you can see two of them dragging Hannibal into the jail.
How far is his cell from the halfling cell?
It looks like there's pretty much like 3 cells in here. They're just like big holding cells, not like individualized ones. So they pretty much first they bring him in and set him down, and they start like going through his stuff, and like they take the weapons out of his hands and set them up on a counter, and they just start like going through his pockets and making sure he doesn't have anything dangerous on him before they put him in the cell.
Can I pick up Malik?
Yeah, he's like barking and like chasing after them, but you can just pick him up, and in the confusion, he does like, with you being more familiar than whatever's going on, he like does respond to you. It seems like he like goes from like barking to like a quiet growl and just both heads staring daggers after where they're taking Hannibal.
I'm gonna pat both heads.
All right. So yeah, they eventually get to the like skull with wings and an acid shooter in the mouth. They're like, what the hell is this? Looks broken. Like as they pick Archimedes up, his jaw just kind of like dangles shut, and it looks and like everything just kind of hangs limp. It looks like Archimedes is not even alive anymore. Like some parts have like cracked and frayed and like fallen off. It looks like maybe Hannibal did not quite know what he was doing when he made Archimedes, and may need more practice, perhaps until level 6. Now that the Artificer official class changed when you get that ability.
Yep.
So yeah, they just start going through Hannibal's pockets and finding all the weird stuff. They eventually get to the bag of holding, and like you can see one of them. Bag of holding is like backpack sized, right?
With the Artificer, you can infuse just a normal looking bag to be a bag of holding.
Okay, so it's like how big is it? Like pouch sized?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so there's a bag big, and you can see one of them like stick his hand in, and then it just keeps going like to the elbow and into the shoulder. It's like, what the hell? Huh? But he also cannot retrieve anything because you need to know what's in a bag of holding in order to get stuff out of it. And is that where Hannibal put all of his stuff?
The only thing I have in there is a gift brain and 10 stone giant toenails. Okay,
so they would never think to like mentally call up those things, so he just sets it down. They basically just empty out Hannibal's coat and everything, and set it on a counter before they eventually unlock the cell and drag him in and push him up against a corner in the same cell as the halfling.
Oh, so we're all in the same cell now.
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
Sid, as everyone's coming back up to the 4th floor bunk room to go back to bed, what are you up to?
Okay, how much of that of the commander talking did I hear?
If you were listening for it, it's really quiet in here, so you'd probably be able to hear it.
Okay, rad. Are there any like outfits for like the guards lying around?
It looks like this is mostly like personal effects and things like that. You get the impression that they like load up and put on their armor elsewhere in the building.
Shit. Okay, back out the window.
Party identified. There is specifically an armory. Okay, so you just hop back out the window and you're on the outside clinging to the windowsill.
Cool. I'm gonna move back over to like one of the other windows because the room that I first saw when I got up to the 4th floor, did that look like an armory?
No, it looked like just like a living room.
Oh crap. Okay. Then I'm going to move
on the, let's see, where is it? Yeah. You might have spotted as you were like passing by windows on the 2nd floor, might have spotted like a very heavy metal door that did not have any windows behind it.
Okay, but no way in from my vantage point.
Yeah, unless you're a tiny little spider.
Unless you're a tiny little spider, which is something that I cannot be, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Let's take 2 levels in Druid.
I'm going to work my way back down the building.
Okay.
And man.
Do you go the same way you went?
Yes, but I'm trying to like keep out of sight.
Okay, as you pass by the 3rd floor window again and like kind of peek in, you can spot Hannibal being like looted and them taking all of his stuff out as they prepare to put him into a jail cell. He is unconscious.
Oh, excellent. How excellent.
Is Ilvem like standing in the jail doorway watching all this?
I mean, yeah, mostly just waiting around until like the commander's ready to talk to them.
Okay. So yeah, you can probably like spot Ilvem through like a couple doors. They're standing in the hallway holding Moloch.
Okay.
No clue where Drusilla is though.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna work my way back down the building.
Okay.
And once I land, I'm gonna kind of try to find a corner, stay out of sight, and I'm going to use message
Okay.
and cast it at Ilvem.
Okay.
Because I know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And just Ilvem, all you hear is just this really heavy sigh. Just what happened? You can respond to that message.
Oh, yeah.
All-
And when
all
you
you
respond
hear-
to it, when you respond to it, it's a whisper that nobody else can hear.
Yeah.
So, like no one will hear what you say to say.
Okay. So you hear like a very relieved sigh. Relieved.
Relieved.
And Ilvem's just like, I have no idea. So much.
Oh my god. Okay. And I don't have enough time to cast message again, probs. So.
I mean, it takes like an action, so
Okay.
you're
well,
hidden. Like if you're hit, the two of you aren't in any immediate danger. Like you can
Okay.
find, yeah, you get back down to like the training yard. The two who are out there training have since gone inside to see what's going on. So there's like, yeah, training dummies and crates and stuff. Like it's a fenced in training yard with sparring rings and stuff. So wait, you know, areas for exercise. Like there's plenty to hide behind out there, and no one's currently out there. You're alone, and Ilvem is just watching this process, and they're not in any immediate, like no one's paying attention to them at the moment. So yeah, the two of you can just message back and forth for a bit if you want.
Okay. Then I will just send another message. Was it Hannibal?
Yep.
Well, hang tight. I have an idea.
Wait. What's your idea? Because I'm in a pretty stable spot right now, and don't want that to get messed up.
Don't worry. I'm just going to tell them that I'm looking for a green man with a two-headed dog. And I'm going to head towards the front door.
Okay, so the front door, so you have to like leave the training yard
Yeah.
and like go around. You get to the front door and it looks dark. It looks like office front. This is a mercenary company, so it looks like this is where they like receive clients to then like give them jobs. And that part is locked and like closed up for the night.
Oh, dang it. So it's completely locked and closed up.
Yeah. Like imagine just like a storefront that is closed for the night, dark inside, front door's locked, no one's down there.
Okay, did I see the commander when I saw Ilvem and Hannibal?
Yes, yeah, you would have. The commander would have been standing over, and like observing and supervising the process of getting Hannibal ready for imprisonment.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast message again.
Okay.
This time directed at the commander.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, my name is Sitario Wayfarer III. That green man with the two-headed dog belongs to me. I'm down at your front door if you wouldn't mind letting me in so that I may retrieve him.
Okay. The upstairs, Ilvem and Drusilla, the commander is like directing everything and is in the middle of saying, all right, we'll stick him in the cell and in the morning we'll call the boss and see what we want to, and like freezes for a second and gradually just gets just more and more of a what the fuck look on her face. And then looks at the prison guards and says, get him in the cell. And they put him in the cell, lock it up. And then she turns to she looks at the one who got his throat slit and says, you go rest, points at the other one, says, you come with me. And then they start heading downstairs. As she passes Ilvem, she says, I'll be right with you. If you want to find a place to sit down, thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course. I can check out the bump you got on your head when you fell down the stairs when you get back.
No, that's nothing. Do you want to take a look at? She points after the one who was like almost dead. And she says he'll probably need more help than I will. I just have something
that
that
Ray of Sickness did.
Oh, that guy's dead.
Oh,
no, he's not. That's right. He was unconscious. He stabilized. So yeah, she says, if you want to just look around upstairs, see if anybody else needs your help. I don't know where Bernard, the one that was escorting him up, I don't know what happened to him. So if you want to go looking, maybe he might need your help too.
I'll go take a look for sure.
Thank you. I have something I apparently need to take care of downstairs. And she's going to go down a little bit later. Sid, you staying outside the front, and you can see a door open, through the window, you can see a door open with light coming in from behind it in the back, and then some oil lamps turn on, illuminating the front area. And then the door opens.
I don't have any of my weapons drawn. I'm just standing out front with my hands in my pockets.
Okay. The door opens, and one of the people that you saw sparring outside when you first arrived opens the door. It's a half-orc. And he says, the boss says you can come in.
All right, well, thank you. And I'm going to follow him in.
All right, he just opens the door. It's almost like a front lobby area. There's almost a storefront desk that splits between this room and another room. It looks like it's like a records room with a bunch of cabinets and drawers and things for keeping paperwork in. There are 3 of the mercenaries standing in this room with you, including the half-orc, and then the commander, who's got same armor but just a little bit more decorated. Instead of just a stamp. Oh yeah, you have the description of the armor that they're all wearing. It's boiled leather plate with pauldrons and a chest piece, and then on the chest piece is the imprint of embossed in or stamped in is a dragon, a lion, and a goat head with a pair of wings behind them. Hers is embossed but then filled in with paint, so it stands out a little bit more, and there's a little bit more decoration and edging on the pauldrons and everything. And she has that bandolier with daggers, which a few are missing. And she's just kind of leaning up on the counter, looking very impatient. And she says, "Are you the one that messaged me?"
That I am. I am looking for a man with green skin and a 2-headed dog who goes by the name of Hannibal.
You're going to want to explain right now why this person that apparently belongs to you was attacking my men inside my outpost.
Well, when I say belongs to me, I don't mean that I control his actions, quite the opposite. I've been hunting him down. He's an enemy of my family.
Oh, God.
Well, unfortunately, he's in our custody right now. So I guess we got to him first.
I see. Is there any possible way that you'd be willing to hand him over into my care, perhaps for some gold?
That's not a decision for me to make, unfortunately. Our boss is going to be coming in the morning to decide what to do with him. If you want to come back then, she'll be more than happy to meet with you.
Are you saying that you do not possess the authority to dictate what happens to the prisoners within your care?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting. Is there anyone on the premises who does have some semblance of authority then?
I'm the commander of this outpost. I have all the authority you're going to find here until our city commander comes to decide what happens to him, because it's not every day some idiot comes in and attacks us in our home. She'll want to know about that.
I see. And what is your name?
Why do you want to know?
Names are important. Names have power.
It's not exactly encouraging.
Yes, well, the fact that you are completely unwilling to help me in this situation is also not very encouraging.
Fine, fine. Commander Gladrin.
Commander Gladrin. Well then, if my quarry cannot be handed over into my care, is it at all possible that I at least might be able to speak with him? Or perhaps retrieve some of the stolen goods that he was carrying on his person?
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Please. Damn it.
How'd it go?
That is a hot, nasty 7.
She looks at you. She looks at the 3 guards in the room, feeling pretty confident. She says, whatever he has on him won't be going anywhere, is safely within our care, and will still be there in the morning.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oh, okay. How... oh, dang it. Oh, big dang. Hmm. Okay, so it's her, and then it's 3 others.
Mm-hmm. And she's on the other side of like a counter, almost
Okay.
like one of those bank teller counters. There's not. It's like there's almost like a window, a wide window between the like with the counter between you and her into the next room. It doesn't like have the bank teller like glass barrier or anything like the cage, but you would have to like vault over it to get to her, just in case that's what you were thinking, you know.
No. Well, there's so many options. Okay, so there's like sort of like a bank teller thing, and so like I would have to vault over it, but it's not like she's behind like a barrier.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, and then doors, like what's the room situation right now?
Yeah, you do see there are doors on either side of the counter.
Okay. All right. Okay, and did I see which door they came through?
No, they were already in there when they opened. Like they let you in, they were already in the room with you. Oh, sorry. There's actually only one. There's only one door. Sorry.
There's
And
only
it looks,
one door.
and it's like to your left, so it looks like it doesn't lead directly into the room she's in.
Okay. And does it look open?
I mean, it doesn't. It's not like hanging open, but other than that, it does not. You can't really tell if it's locked or not without trying it.
Okay, and are there any other the 3 mercenaries, where are they positioned across the room? Are any of them standing super close to her?
Not really. One's like in the left corner, one's in the right corner, and one's like the one that let you in is pretty much right next to you.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. I have to roll for it.
Great.
I have to roll for it. Hold on.
Natural 1.
Okay. Crap. Well, the dice have spoken. Sid is no longer in control of the one brain cell that the group shares.
Oh no.
I think Ilvem has that at the moment.
I think Ilvem has it.
It does feel like
Whoopsies.
that.
Okay. Yeah, Sid's just gonna stand there and just nod. All right, well, thank you for your information, and I will return in the morning. And then he will vault over the thing, 2 keys, summon the astral arms, and try to grapple.
Give me a deception check to see if she she believes the feint as you turn to go.
Please, I just want this. Please. That's not great. That's not good. Oh my god, no. That is a 7.
Okay. So you probably look really cool because like you turn to go, I suppose because the arms are pretty long, so you can like summon the arms, use them to grab like the either side of the window and like pull yourself through backwards. You go to grab her, she is absolutely ready for you. She's not surprised
Hell yeah.
in the least. She's like, no, not after what happened tonight. I am not trusting anybody. So go ahead and roll the grapple.
Woo! What am I doing? It's athletics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Nope.
What'd you get?
Huh?
Well,
That for athletics?
Yeah.
That is a 2 minus 1. So that's a 1.
Wow. Okay. Because she rolled really bad too, but she has a bonus to athletics. So yeah, she got a 5.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You two kind of just like stumble into each other. Like you can't quite, kind of like a flailing of arms, like get off of me. I guess that's initiative then.
Crap. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Man. Need to roll a different die.
What'd you get?
6. Quick math. 6 plus 3.
9.
Yes.
Okay, so you go last. So he draws the scimitar. She's like, not again. She's just gonna start slashing at you with the scimitar.
Woo.
21.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Crap. Yep.
And a 20.
Oh my god. Yep.
All right, that is 13 points of damage. 2 swings, just not again. What is it with you freaks coming into my outpost? And then the other 3 are gonna go. They're all just gonna draw light crossbows and just raise and fire. So 3 of them. First one is a 5.
5 to hit? No.
Yes. All right. So that just you duck under it, just sinks into like a filing cabinet behind you. Second one is a 17.
17 to hit? Yeah.
Okay.
That'll hit.
You don't have deflect missiles yet, right?
I
Or
do
do you?
not know.
Okay.
Oh, monk.
Okay. For 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage? Okay. Excellent.
And the last one is a 21 to hit
Oh, that'll hit.
for 6 damage.
For 6 damage.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Light crossbows, D8 of damage. And then now it's your turn after you get slashed at twice and shot twice.
All right.
And that's where you're left with your big golden arms out.
Fantastic. Sid's going to take back control of the brain cell
Okay.
and run
Okay. Just
away.
back over the counter or upstairs?
No, like
Right.
the building. He is gone.
Okay, so you're gonna go back over the counter and then out the door.
Yes.
Okay. she'll get an attack of opportunity. The rest of them have crossbows out, so they don't.
Oh my god, please miss. Oh my god, I'm at 4 health.
Well, that's a 21.
Rest in pepperoni.
Oh my god.
D's. Oh wait,
Oh, I'm actually
Hang on.
crying.
hang on. Yeah,
I
it's
can't wait for my backup character. It's so good.
D6
Dude, I'm
plus
just
3. So yeah, there's no way she can not knock you unconscious.
You'll
I'm
just get
out.
the same
Wow, yeah, it's
cell.
four.
Wow.
It's exactly 0. So you turn to go, and she just whacks you in the back of the head with the. Actually, it's what it is you turn to go, and she swings and catches you like in the boot. So instead of vaulting over, you trip and just go face first into the edge of the counter. Bam! And then just slump down, the arms vanish.
Disaster siblings indeed.
Oh my god.
So back to Ilvem. You
Thank
go
God
upstairs.
Sid's here. He's gonna fix everything. It's gonna be so good.
Oh my god.
But I'll go upstairs and find the guy who's like stable and feeling kind of sick.
Yeah, you can see this guy. He looks not great. They laid him out. They like got him up and laid him out on the couch. He looks like he's not feeling too well. Stable, but not doing too great.
And then I will pump healing hands into him.
Okay.
For 3 HP, which will just kind of wake him up.
Okay. He's. They've got like a bucket next to him. Like,
Hi, buddy. You doing okay?
And then the one with the like what there's the other guy's got like a washcloth and is wiping the blood off his neck and armor with the like slash wound, and he's like, hey, buddy, it's okay. He's helping. He's here to help. He's like, oh, thank you. I think I feel better.
Well, yeah, I'm a little talented or whatever. It's fine.
The other one's like, yeah, I'll say. Good thing you decided. Whoever it was that told you to come here and perform. I got him a fruit basket or something.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like fate, huh?
Yeah. Thank you again for everything.
Of course. I think I'm supposed to meet with the captain. I didn't actually get her name. Do you have it? I don't want to seem rude.
Yes. What was the name I said? Gladrin?
Ladrin, yep.
Yes. Yeah, Commander Gladrin.
So what's it like being a mercenary?
Well, some days are better than others. Today's kind of a rough one.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
normally not too bad. Mostly guard duty. Just, people pay well just for you to stand around, wear armor, look tough.
I couldn't help but notice when they were putting the green guy in the jail cell that there was another occupied jail cell. Did you also get attacked by that guy?
No, that's related to one of our other jobs.
Oh, that sounds so cool. Can you tell me anything about it, or is it like hush hush super secret?
We one of our many services we offer is discretion towards our clients, so that way they don't
Right.
so that way they don't want their secrets told. We keep our mouths shut.
That's fair. I bet it's a really cool story though.
Well, maybe when it's over we'll be able to talk about it.
I would love that. Though I did come here to perform and also maybe have people buy me drinks.
I think at this point you're owed more than just a few drinks. Yeah.
Can I get one of those?
Yeah, sure. Let me get you something. And he goes over to the base small bar area they have. What do you want? What do we want? We got plenty.
Do you have juice?
Juice. We've got some fruit and we've got a press. So what do you want?
Just whatever's easiest.
All right. Let's see, what do they have? Okay, so he goes over. They've got a bowl, a big bowl of fruit on the counter. He goes over, and he picks up a grapefruit, like cuts it up, and he's basically got like a juice press kind of thing where you just like an orange juice press where you just like put it on, pull the lever, and it squeezes some out into a glass, and he gives you some nice pulpy grapefruit juice.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, not tart at all. Really enjoying this.
As you're talking to him, you hear the commander from downstairs yelling from like several floors down, "Jailer, we have another one!"
Oh. I guess we should go check that out, huh?
If you want
Actually, you should probably just lay back down and sleep this off.
Oh yeah. You maybe like go over there with the juice. I can
Yeah,
smell it. It's not. Oh.
I'm gonna head back downstairs now. I feel better.
Well, he just lays back down. All right, you go down. You go downstairs and you can see the half orc and the other guy that you saw downstairs outside when you first came in. That you managed to talk your way past. And the other one that went down with the commander, dragging Sid up the stairs, whose like nose is kind of busted and bleeding. Looks like he took a solid hit to the face. They're like dragging him into the jail cell.
Oh wow!
And the commander's like, the commander's coming up, just looking pissed and not at all injured. Like the worst injury she's gotten is just the back of her head when she fell down the stairs.
Do you want me to check out the bump on your head?
You know, at this point, if you wouldn't mind, yeah, I think one less thing would be nice.
Yeah, let me see. Duck down.
Yeah, she like leans down so you can get as they drag Sid in and start. Drusilla, you're in the jail cell, and you see Sid get dragged in and go through the exact same process Hannibal did, where they go through his pockets and take his bag, take the spear, and like set it on a counter, and then they put him in a different jail cell.
Oh no!
They start going into putting him in the same one, and then like as the commander's like getting tended to by Ilvem, was like, no, other one. He wanted to see the green one for some reason, and then attack. I don't trust it. Different cell.
The little spider's just like
two little spider legs.
So Ilvem's gonna cast Cure Wounds, and she gets 4 health back.
All right, she's back at full health.
Yep. So this was like a very eventful night. Wow.
Yeah. Normally not so much.
Good thing I was here.
You know what? Actually, yes. I think 2 of my men would have been dead without you.
Well, they probably would have been fine without me.
All right. Well, look, it's late and you have done so much for us. Do you have a place to stay?
Yeah, I have a room at the Onyx Cat something or other.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you want to head back.
Can I have the dog?
Sure. You know what? Sure.
Thanks.
Seems to like you.
Yeah, he's really cute.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, and then I'll like subtly, like a little bit louder, be like, okay, well, I'm gonna head on home now. I'm gonna go. I'm heading out.
And you see the guy with the slit throat lean down the stairs. Bye. Have a good night. Hope to see you again.
Bye. Do you mind if I come back tomorrow? I'll come back tomorrow and maybe just do like a final checkup on everybody.
Everyone that's awake is just like, no, please come back anytime. You're welcome anytime. Like the jailers are like, yeah, sure, perfect.
All right.
And it's like, no, really, just come on in, whatever. I'll make sure everyone knows you. What's your name?
It's Ilvem.
Ilvem. Yeah, no, anytime. You want to join? Honestly, like we're recruiting, so.
Oh, that could be fun.
It's a bit of a process, but like, if you think about it, we can always use people who know magic. That's rare.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow.
It's the chorus of happy, friendly voices.
This was my plan from the beginning.
Yeah, it just cost 2 of your party members being jailed.
technically 3 since Drew is also in a jail cell, but no one knows that.
You're free to leave. You can go at any time. It's been about like almost 40 minutes now though, so you're like coming up. You passed the halfway mark.
Mm.
It'd be really funny if you miss the deadline. They come back and, who the hell are you? What are you doing?
Drew currently does not have the brain cell. The one with the brain cell is leaving.
But the one with the brain cell made it apparent it was leaving, hoping Drew would pick up on it.
Well, I can't do anything from inside the cell.
All right, so Ilvem, you just leave.
Drew is following. Drew's running after him. Little spider.
So you rush after. You can like grab onto his pant leg as he's going down, or as they're going down the stairs.
Give him a little, like, you know, like on the leg to let them know that yes, spider is on.
Yeah, you can look down. You can see the spider on your pant leg. Just go, go, go. And yeah, you can just leave.
Yep.
All right, you head out into the night.
Like as soon as like we're no longer within like ear distance of the building, I'll just be like, fuck, 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 fuck. Can you stop being a spider, please?
Drew would crawl off. Just pop back up and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? You were with Hannibal. What the fuck did he do?
We got separated and he just...
No, Sid's in there too.
I don't know what happened there. It just happened.
What's going on? We gotta get them out. Hannibal's with the captain that we were supposed to rescue.
Well, we weren't supposed to rescue him tonight, Drew.
I thought that was the plan.
No, the plan was always to just go get information first.
Well, I got information on where the captain is.
That's true. We do know where the captain is now.
He's with Hannibal.
And Sid.
And Sid. Do we go back and like talk to your friends? You know, like the big. It was like, oh, I want to do it myself. But they won't let me.
What?
You know, like the one that sent us here, the one that was like, oh, I want to go after them myself. I tried to, but they kicked my ass. You know?
Yeah, he did get his ass kicked.
I mean, I can see why.
Honestly, yeah, I watched Hannibal just get the absolute shit sliced out of him.
I mean, that's kind of par for the course for him. He's very squishy.
Yeah.
Very, very squishy.
Well, I have an open invite to go back whenever. Gonna have
You might have a +1.
I could probably swing a +1. But also maybe not. Maybe you should stick with the whole spider thing. I don't know.
I mean, I can't really do much as a spider.
Well, what did you see in the cell? Was there any way to like sneakily get anybody out?
Not really. I mean, there's the two people like right by the escape, and the walls seemed kind of strong, so we couldn't just pop them out with magic.
Well, what kind of magic do you all have? Because I don't do any kind of offensive magic. I don't like it.
I really don't also have offensive magic.
How did the two support casters end up by ourselves, Drew?
You know, it's almost as if we don't have brain cells right now.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I
do you have any way to talk to them? Do you have magic to talk to any of them?
No, that's Sid. Sid has that magic.
Oh. No, how are we gonna get them out of here? I know. We need to get a lockpick, because then I can have it on me, go spider, and then get in there and then pick the lock, and then, oh no, prison break.
Do you know
they all just
how
rush
to
out.
pick locks?
How hard can it be?
Pretty hard.
Shh.
But my teacher's like really drilled it in. You know, like it's hard to use a lockpick.
Do you know how to use a lockpick?
I do. The teachers really drilled that in.
So you should have the lockpick.
I can't turn into a spider.
Fuck. But they like you. You could get into the jail cells, probably. Just say you're performing for the prisoners.
Oh, like they'll let me perform for the prisoners.
I mean, probably. They seem to like you.
Okay, maybe you can go in as a spider with a lockpick. I don't have one. I just know how to use them.
Well, then we need to go get one.
We should probably go
Maybe-
buy one for
maybe
sure.
Your friends have one.
But like maybe Sid or Hannibal know how to pick a lock. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I just like very recently became friends with Sid and truly don't know what a lot of his capabilities are. And I try not to pay much attention when Hannibal's doing anything because it usually freaks me out a little bit.
I mean, I was with Hannibal for 2 years. You kind of get used to it. It's more like just kind of disappointment now at this point rather than like shock.
Yeah, I picked that up off of you.
You know, we were trying to teach him like manners so that he wouldn't get arrested in the city.
I mean, at least he didn't get arrested by the guards. It's just a mercenary group.
Yeah, I mean, fair. That's fair. This is why I don't like cities. Like,
Oh, come on, this was fun.
it's really not.
Okay, well, let's head back to the
It's
inn.
not.
We'll get a good night's rest. Wait,
Are they gonna survive the night?
I have a brilliant idea. What time is it?
Look at the moon. What time is it?
It's probably in the realm of like this point, like 10 o'clock roughly.
Okay, we'll go back to the inn. We will have a little nip nap. We'll have a little sleep, a little snooze. Everyone there is going to be super tired tonight, but they're also probably going to be on pretty high alert,
Considering
both Hannibal and Sid just really jumped out of
just
pocket.
went ham.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, okay. How about we go home, we go to bed, we wake up in the morning, we have a nice breakfast.
No apples.
No apples, they're very gross. And
I
then
disagree, but okay, go on.
we go back. I do my performance. I try to be distracting. You go in as a spider with a lockpick. Somebody picks a lock who is not me because I am just their dear friend Ilvem who is performing.
Okay.
And then we leave.
One
Or-
little flaw in your plan.
Okay.
How are we going to get 3 people out of there without them notice?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because I don't
You're
know
right.
if you've noticed this, but Hannibal's pretty recognizable.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. I just want to perform.
What about if we just put them in Hannibal's bag and then got them out of here?
Wait a minute.
Because Hannibal's always talking about putting people in his bag.
Yeah, what if we... Because where does all of your stuff go when you turn into a spider?
It just kind of stays with me, I think.
Okay, so
I never really thought much about it.
you go in as a spider. You lock some picks. You pick some locks. You do whatever. You slowly collect them in the bag of holding. and then you turn back into a spider. You get out. You pop them out. They're all safe. Definitely not dead.
I would only be able to get one person out.
What's a bag of holding?
I don't know. Hannibal would be the one to talk to about that. It's his magic sciencey thing.
Well, let's just go to bed anyways. I used a lot of magic today. And I don't think we're going to be able to do anything tonight.
I mean,
Who knows? Maybe we'll go back tomorrow and Sid will have managed to talk himself out of it.
you know what? I don't know Sid, but it doesn't seem impossible.
No, it's pretty impossible. He is actually quite abrasive. That was a stupid idea.
I thought you liked Sid.
Oh, I love Sid. But he's very abrasive. You know, the first time I ever tried to talk to Sid, he sent me the most withering death glare. I had to pick up my lunch tray and move tables.
Wow.
Yeah. It was rough.
All right, so the two of you head back to the Onyx Cat then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
walking and talking.
Yeah, all right, so you eventually make it back over to the Onyx Cat. It's by the time you get there, it's pretty late. Like the place is still, it's the late night crowd by the time you get there. So the people that are like, at the tail end of their evening, really dedicated to partying. Music is less like you missed the end of the like performance side of the music, and it's back into the more background music type thing again as you come in.
Hey, Ilvem, you should ask your friend if they have lockpicks so that we can just go right in the morning, go back.
You know, thinking about it, maybe we should just ask them if they have any ideas.
They seem pretty smart.
Yeah,
Although,
right?
maybe we shouldn't ask the one that got his ass kicked because he seems a bit.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask his two cousins. Katya
Yeah.
seems really smart.
Which one is that?
The fire ganassi.
Oh, okay. The pretty one. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's ask them.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
go back to their room.
Okay, are you gonna go back to their room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to it, you knock on the door. After a minute, the door opens just like a little bit. You see Faith's paranoid eyes darting around and see you. Oh, it's you. Come on in. She steps back, lets you into the room, and everybody else is like, they like are turning on lights because they were like in bed.
Hi.
We fucked up.
Kazran like pulls off his blankets and stretches. How'd it go?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Where are the other two?
Yep.
Yeah. They're with the captain.
They're with the captain.
Okay. Oh, so you got him.
No.
We know where he is.
We know exactly where he is.
This isn't exactly encouraging.
He's alive. I healed him, so he's not going to die.
Okay,
unless
that's good.
They kill
That's
him.
Our friends kind of got captured, like arrested.
Yeah.
And now we're also in the prison cells with the captain.
One of them's in the cell with the captain. The other one's not in that cell.
Okay. All right. I suppose it could be worse. I can't think of how right now, but it could be worse.
Do you have a lockpick?
Do you know what a bag of holding is?
Can we put them in the lock?
Katya sits up. What? Bag of holding? What?
What? Yeah, what is it?
Can we put them in the bag of holding and get them out?
If they can fit through the opening.
I don't think.
Then even then, she's like, she's just thinking about it. They would have 10 minutes of air. No, how many of them are there? 3?
Yes.
They would have about 3 minutes of air.
Okay, so what
They
if I
can
put them
hold
in
their
the
breath
bag
for
and then
3 minutes.
throw it out? Throw it out the window.
There's no window to throw it, Drew.
There's lots of windows in that building. I just gotta find one.
You also have to be careful if they have any other extra dimensional spaces on them. It could end very badly if they interact with each other.
What's
you
that
would know-
mean?
Other bags of holding, portable hole, things like that.
Does Sid have anything like that?
Well, you would also
I-
know that they got all of their stuff taken from them. When so, like, no, they don't at the moment.
Oh, also, I'll give Moloch back to Drew.
My baby. Oh.
I saved the dog at least.
She also says it also depends on their weight because they have like a 500-pound weight limit. If you go past that, they kind of explode.
Okay, so maybe the bag of holding idea is not one we're going to pursue further.
Kazran's like, well, the halfling can't weigh more than what, like 60 pounds?
So I throw him out the window.
Don't throw him out the window. What?
Get him out really quick.
He might die.
Do any of you have anything that can help?
All right, what are we looking at here? What do we tell us what you've got?
Okay, well, we went there and I was very charming, and now they all really love me. They really don't like Hannibal because he hit a couple of them with his hammer. I'm not quite sure what happened to Sid. I just saw that he also got arrested and the commander was very not happy. That's pretty much what I got.
Okay, any sort of time frame or anything? Are they just gonna leave him in there or what?
I do not know.
Did any of us hear anything about the boss coming in the morning?
Ilvem would have heard that, yes.
I do know, actually. I just remembered something about a boss coming in the morning. Do you think that means we have to break them out tonight?
They all like look at each other and just, okay, wait. And then Kazran's like, boss. Did they did they say what kind of boss exactly? Which boss? Like, was it like a the boss kind of situation?
Maybe.
Fuck. Oh boy. Oh, your friends are in trouble.
Oh, so it is a tonight thing.
Or early in the morning. I mean, from what I know of their boss, she doesn't like to get up early, so you might have some time in the morning, but
No, it'll be fine. I'm fine. I haven't used that much magic, I suppose.
all right. No, since I feel bad that your friends got caught.
It's almost entirely their own fault.
Still, you were
I don't
trying to
know
help
if you
us
know
out.
this, but Sid and Hannibal are definitely the more abrasive half of this group.
No,
Yeah.
we should try and help. We should try and help you out. Thank you for trying.
Does this mean we still get to be cousins?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I've got Faith, the half elves. You've got nothing. You are last resort. You're still hurt. I'm good in a fight. Katya's got some magic. That's what we've got.
I am not good in a fight.
Okay.
Neither am I, really.
Do have a silence spell still available
That could be helpful, Katya
that we
says.
could throw down near the jail, perhaps, maybe.
If we could get inside, that would be very helpful, yes.
I mean, I can get inside if we have a little break and rest up.
But if the guards see you, then that would be a problem.
Oh, I'm allowed in.
Ilvem's allowed in. They don't usually pay attention to spiders, which is how I got in the first time to talk to the captain.
No, that's
How I got out.
That's a very useful talent, yes.
But I can only get in and out. I can't really do more than that. The spider.
Faith will say, all right, so let's start with this. More fighting or more sneaking or lying? Loud or quiet? What are we going for? Let's start with there.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Okay, more quiet. I'll do what I can. I'm not great on the quiet.
Great.
I mean, I have some loud spells.
Yep. Not
So if it does have to get loud, it can get loud.
listen, not to sound like a Libra or anything. I just really don't want to like get incriminated here, you know? So I am more than happy to act as a decoy, a little distraction.
Well,
But
they
just
don't think you were involved at all, do they?
I'm very good at lying. But yeah, no, they fully believe that I'm just some dumb helpful bard.
What about if you get them all up to like the room area, like the floor above the prison?
I don't know that I would be able to get all of them, including the jailer upstairs, but I feel like I could get most of them. And then, if I remember how my spell works, let me just look it up. If I cast silence,
Mm-hmm.
it says like choose a point within range. Can that point be something that can be moved?
I think no. Silence isn't like darkness or light. The light spells where it's centered on an object. It's centered on a point in space, so like it does not move.
Okay. Is it concentration? It is. Okay. All right. So how about I cast silence just like on the jail area and then go do a performance somewhere else and try to keep as many of them away from the jail area, but I'll sneakily cast silence. Unless Katya, can you cast silence? Because that would make this a lot easier for me.
I cannot. I specialize in fire mostly, but they have a few things that I have things that are not fire. I don't only do fire.
Okay. I don't know.
What to do? Oh, I can. This might help. I can levitate people. I don't know if that would help.
If
It
we're going to be
actually
quiet,
could help. I could cast silence just outside, and then you could levitate big strong guy over here up, and he could rip the bars out, and then it'll be silent, so no one will be able to hear that. Hopefully,
I could be on the inside casting, like waves of thunder.
you probably would not be able to cast that in the silence.
Damn it.
Yeah, actually, yes. Thunder damage does not work in silence.
Then all of my spells are useless.
Kazradan says, I don't know if I can rip bars out of a wall. Like, I'm big. I'm not that strong, though.
Well, then what use are those big muscles for?
I have limits, okay? And Faith will say, though, Kaz, didn't you mention that one dragonborn friend of yours was in town? And he says, you know what he is? I might not be able to rip bars out of a window, but I know a guy who's in from out of town, and he keeps a supply of explosives.
Huh.
Okay, not to sound like an Aries or anything, but I like that.
Okay. Newest idea. I cast silence over the entire jail area. It's a 20 feet around it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go inside. Nobody ever has to know I did this. Your friend gets levitated up. We blow a hole in the wall. Profit.
How did Faith says, how do they then get out through the hole on the 3rd floor? And how do we make sure that they're not standing next to the wall when it explodes?
We send our spider friend in, who will go and talk to them, and then I'll cast silence.
And how do we make sure they don't die when they hit the ground?
I
You catch them.
have healing magic.
Just jump, Ilvem will fix it.
What about?
I can heal 2 of them. But
What about we put the halfling in the bag of holding, and then I jump out with the bag, and then you heal the other 2.
it's perfect.
Profit.
Okay.
It's not going to take me 10 minutes to get down. You'll be fine. And then we pop him out at the end. And just on the ground.
And then we run.
Yeah.
Yeah, preferably.
All right. Let's go. We gotta move quick. We gotta get this all done before morning. I'll bring you with to meet my friend. See if we can convince him to give us.
Do you have any health potions, perhaps? Because I do genuinely only have the 2 healing spells left for the day.
Not on us. No. And Faith says we kind of used all of them. We don't have a big supply. We kind of used all of them on him after, for his recovery.
Maybe Mirth will have some.
Can we take a little short rest before we do this? So that
Yeah.
I can go to the spider?
Good idea. Rest up. We'll talk to Mert, see if he has anything, and then we'll go meet my friend. Hopefully he's awake. And then
Tell him I'll pay for it. As
All
long
right,
as it's
okay.
not more than 115 gold pieces.
all right, I think he's
Don't
a
worry
generous
about
guy.
it.
He's a generous guy. He's pretty well off. He seems to be well funded whenever he's in town. I don't know what he does.
And he's so unbelievably handsome.
If you're into lizards.
I think it might just be the horns.
This one doesn't have any.
Are you talking about Mirth?
Yeah, I was talking about Mirth.
Oh, I was talking about my friend, the Dragonborn, that has
Oh.
the explosives. Mirth
Well,
will probably. What?
How would I know that your friend is attractive if I've never met him?
I don't know. That's why I was confused. Anyway. You take your rest. I'll talk to Mirth. We'll go get these explosives from my friend. Hopefully we'll save your friends and the captain.
Perfect.
All right. Oh yeah, let's go. All right. Do you guys go sit down somewhere and take a short rest?
I don't actually need it. It's not gonna do anything for me, but
Do you get bardic inspirations back at short rest or a long rest?
I don't think I have font of inspiration yet, but also I didn't expend any of my
Oh,
bardic
you didn't use
inspirations.
any. Okay. All right. So while you're resting, back in the jail cells, Hannibal wakes up, and then a few minutes later, Sid wakes up.
Oh.
You're both very much in pain and sore.
Drusilla.
Hannibal, you're in a jail cell. There's a halfling next to you.
Oh,
You're in a different jail cell.
Drusilla, if you're here and you can hear me, crawl into the lock on this cell as a spider and end your wild shape, and it should break the lock. Drusilla. I look at the halfling. Oh, hello.
He wakes up. Oh, hi.
I am here to rescue you, I assume.
How's that going?
Very well, there is a plan in motion.
Okay. All right.
What health am I at?
You guys are one. You're both at 1 health.
Yep.
Excellent. Sid's gonna wake up and just groan and sort of like sit up against the wall and just like look at you, Hannibal. And
Hello.
just like, what the fuck happened?
Some things. Ilvem was healing the guards as I was knocking them down. It made things more difficult than they should have been. So, here we are.
And Sid's gonna use message. Well, for the time being, as long as we're in here, perhaps we should try and be at least somewhat secretive and try to figure out a plan to get out of here. Can you do anything?
My plan was to do something. I don't have any of my spells left. I don't.
You also,
get to-
your glove is your arcane focus, right?
Yeah.
That is not on your hand at the moment.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Because now everyone's going to see a really disgusting looking hand.
You wear a glove on the other hand too?
Nope, just the one hand.
Okay. Does that hand look any different than the other?
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
This one's all like acid burned and bones. and
Oh,
stuff.
that's right. That's right.
So,
So, Sid, you can see Hannibal's other hand that you've never seen before, and it looks like all burned and gross.
Cool. What is around me? Like what's the situation here?
So you are in a like barred jail cell. Basically, it's like almost U-shaped. Like one side of the room, the side that faces the exterior wall,
Mhm.
is just jail cells. There's like one long one and then 2 smaller ones on like the sides. So it's like one long one that goes across the outside wall. That's where Hannibal and the Halfling are.
Mhm.
And then there's like end cap ones. You're in one of those, and they're pretty much just solid, just like floor to ceiling bars.
Okay, on all 4 sides?
For you, it'd be 2 sides because your cell's like backed up into a corner. So
Okay.
like the one that leads in one side that leads into Hannibal's cell is bars, and then straight through the door is also bars.
Okay, and how wide are the bars?
Probably about this far apart.
Okay. So I could probably maybe like fit my hand through, but that's about it.
Yeah, like hand and arm can definitely fit through.
Hand and arm, okay. And is any of our stuff in the room? Are there any guards?
There are, you can hear like talking from like so this room has a barred door that leads into what looks like a guard office next
Okay.
door to you.
Okay.
You don't see your stuff in here, and you can hear just like quiet conversation between 2 people in that next room.
Okay, but I can't see anyone.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. And none of our stuff's with us.
Correct. It's in the.
What do
It's
I
probably
have?
in the next room.
I just like, did they strip me? Is like my jacket gone? Like,
No, pretty much anything that was like useful. So like jacket's still there, but like weapons and bags and stuff and money is all not with you.
okay. And closest window.
There's probably one. Yeah, there's one behind. Oh no, not in your cell. Hannibal's cell is the one that has the exterior wall.
Okay. All right. And door lock situation. What am I looking at?
Picture like an old-timey, like old Western jail cell with like the metal rectangle with a keyhole on the other side.
So, I'm gonna check the hinges.
Okay.
Is the hinge is it reliant on weight, or is the top sealed? Meaning
The top is sealed. These look like they are. It looks like they've thought about going after the hinges before.
Okay, cool. So I can't Pirates of the Caribbean style
Correct.
leverage this open. Okay.
Correct. There's also not a lot to leverage it with. But also, yeah, this looks like, and like looking at it, like the metal is fairly like new looking and polished, and this is the jail cell of a well-funded private army not of like a municipal
Mhm.
port jail cell that like keep pirates in before they hang them.
Yeah. Okay.
Like these are people who get bank off of the people they keep in this room, so it is an investment to make sure they stay in here.
Okay.
If I had my glove, I could spend 1 hour and make a set of thieves' tools for myself, right in front of me. Magically, it would just appear. Poof!
Shit, I do have deflect missiles. Sorry. Boy howdy, that would have been fucking helpful.
Ugh.
Probably. Though she did have 2 more attacks that round, so like
I know, I'm just...
she could have missed. She could have missed. That's true. She could have missed.
Oh,
But
it'd be so convenient if they left me my glove. Just boom, thieves' tools right here. Unlock door because I am proficient with them, and then they just walk out.
oh,
Okay.
Hannibal's proficient with thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Now we know.
Mhm. Which
I'm
I suppose Drusilla would actually probably know that. Just so you know, Rose.
So, I have an
Okay,
idea. Bear with me, Sid. If all else fails, just punch your door until it opens. I'm gonna creep over to my door and I'm gonna see if I can pick the lock with one of my long little fingernails.
Okay. Make a thieves' tools check with disadvantage and a higher DC.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So that's thieves' tools is Dex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be awful. With proficiency bonus?
If you're proficient, yeah.
6.
You break off one of your fingernails in the lock.
Fell.
Not like all the way, but just like you break a nail, basically. Like part way along, like right up to the finger, maybe a little bit far back, so the tip of your finger's a little tender.
Well, that didn't work.
All right. Sid's gonna cast message again to the halfling, who she has no idea who this person is.
I mean, you can just talk. He's like right in front of you. Like you can talk to him, but
I know, but I'm trying to.
oh, you're trying to make it silent. Okay.
I'm trying to make it silent.
Okay. Just wanted to make it clear that like he's like.
Let me try to save the situation.
Okay, go ahead. No, I'm not. I was
Please.
just making sure you had all the information. I was okay. Go. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna message the halfling. Do you have anything hidden up your sleeves? Any talents that might help us get out of the situation?
I'm good with knots, and I can steer a ship and navigate pretty well, but I could tell you the price of sugar in 6 different ports.
What do you have on your person? Any metal?
Belt buckle.
Do you mind if I see that for a moment?
No, just the buckle or the whole belt?
Just the buckle for now.
All right, he like fiddles with it a bit and like undoes the, like where the leather like wraps around it and takes it out and then tosses it through the bar or like hands it through the bars to you.
Cool, I take it.
Okay.
How does the buckle look?
Pretty basic, like, you know, regular like rectangular buckle, like rectangular frame with the like little swingy part that goes in to fit into the belt loops.
Okay, can I possibly take off the swingy part?
With some it's like a little piece of metal this big, like this long, that's thin and kind of basically is like wrapped around the end of it. So like kind of you'd have to like figure out a way to pry it open.
But at least I have the buckle so that it's not attached, so I have access to the little swingy thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna message Hannibal. You said you're good with thieves' tools?
Yes.
Will this work?
I think so, possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna hand it off to Hannibal.
Okay. Try again.
Yep.
All right. So you're still disadvantaged because you're doing this blind, like backwards, but the DC is back down because you're not trying to use a fingernail.
Ooh. 13.
Almost. This is a like I said, quality bars, quality lock on this. They invested in some extra tumblers on this one. It's not a terribly easy one to do backwards.
It's almost there. It's all I can say.
Okay. Well, then I would suggest keep trying. And I'm going to take a look at...
Oh! I just realized something. Oh, these don't kind of use tools. Never mind. Artificers can use as their equipment, their proficiency stuff that they're proficient in as spellcasting focuses. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been good.
So I got so excited. Yeah.
Yep. Also, looking out the window and the time, like where the moon is and everything, you have a hard time. You're unconscious. You don't know how long you were unconscious, Sid, but it is potentially around midnight.
Oh, fuck. Do I know how far away I am from the university district?
It is on the far southern end of town, and you are just north of the center of town. This is a big city, like several miles across.
Fuck.
So you're like a few miles away, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at my lock.
Okay.
How strong does it look?
Pretty like this is all steel, and it's like a pretty the box. It's like a box about the size of a book, about as thick as well, and like pretty sturdy, bolted together or like riveted together. So like there's not even like screws you can undo.
All right. And how strong do the bars themselves look?
Pretty strong. They're not they're not like small or anything. They're like nearly an inch wide.
Okay. And I'm guessing I don't have any key back.
Correct. That would not have counted as a rest. You get key back
Okay.
do you get key back at a short rest?
I get key back, yeah. Every
Okay.
rest.
So if you wait an hour, then you could get key back then.
Okay.
What do I get on a short rest?
I don't know. What do you get on a short rest?
Hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's really nothing else that I can do. I'm gonna take a short rest and try to get, but I'm also just keeping an eye on everything that's going down while Hannibal's trying to pick his lock.
Okay. It's pretty quiet, so it doesn't attract the attention of the guards.
Okay.
While the two of you are short resting, the other two have finished short resting.
Woo.
Faith will come out with two little bottles. She'll say, Mirth managed to get us 2 minor healing potions. That'll help. He has we're pretty sure he has a supplier that he normally gets them from, but he hasn't gotten any in a while.
Perfect.
Are you ready to go?
I'm very ready to go. I mostly just spent the time Drew was meditating, literally doing nothing. I'm very bored and would like to go.
All right. Kaz is up and ready, so he's going to take us. We're going to go west over into the foreign quarter. His friend is staying there. So yeah, we'll just head out the back whenever you're ready.
Drew, you ready?
Okay. So she'll lead you out to the back where Kaz is there with Katya, and then they'll start leading you through the streets over into the district of Flame Shadow, which is the foreign district where like people visiting from other countries who tend to stay also people who immigrate from other countries tend to start off there. It's got a lot of like insular communities from all over the world, just kind of like, stick together. It's got two parts. One is inside the city walls, one is outside the city walls. The part that's outside the city walls actually has its own port, where a lot of trade tends to come in. So there are some like trading companies from other countries that have offices there and things like that. He leads you through the streets until you come to a very, very, very nice looking inn. It's like white stone, like white polished limestone on the outside with like flower boxes and a garden. There's a fountain in the courtyard, nice red awnings and curtains hanging down everywhere. Like, this is a nice looking place. He says, he's staying here. So
Great, let's go get the stuff.
yeah. So yeah, he leads you up to the front. It leads up to the front. You go inside, and it's very nice hardwood floors. Even at like midnight, there's like harp music playing from somewhere.
Oh, I love harps.
It's like it smells nice, like there's this just constant, like very light, not overpowering, but very light floral scent everywhere. Just kind of this natural, like you're in a spring meadow. It just smells lovely.
We should have stayed here.
And he goes up. You can see the person at the counter, just very crisp, nice clothes, pocket square and everything, standing there. Everything is in order. They see you come in, and he's just like, And Kaz goes up to the counter, and you can see a slight. He's like, I'll go. It's probably better if we don't crowd the guy. He goes up to him, and you can see a quiet exchange back and forth before he. You see some coin is passed across the counter. The guy nods, and then rings a bell. Someone looks like a bellhop basically comes over. You whisper something to him, then heads away. A few minutes later, he comes back with a nod, and then the guy says something to Kaz, and Kaz says, "All right, his room's upstairs. He's ready for us."
Let's go.
All right, you go up to the second floor. The doors are farther apart than like even the nice section of the Onyx Cat. Looks like these are fairly large rooms with some privacy. It takes you to one, and then knocks on the door. You hear a voice inside go, "Come in." Opens the door and walks in, and you can see a yellow scaled dragonborn, which is a strange color for a dragonborn, but usually odd colors that aren't like the main chromatic dragons can come up with like color combinations, just strange colors not of the normal 5 chromatic colors can occur in dragonborn. So a fairly thin dragonborn with a long neck and a smooth head, like no horns or anything, dressed about as nice, if not nicer, than the guy who was at the front desk, standing there, and he's got looks like a glass of brandy in his hand, and he's leaning up against a door out to the balcony. Looking around the room, you can see a very, very long wooden case sitting on the bed with like latches on it. It's probably about 3.5 to 4 feet long. About that long and about like this wide. And he says,
It's almost as long as Drusilla.
yeah. And Kaz says, hello, everybody. This is my friend. I don't actually know his name. He just goes by Lightning. Says, pleased to meet you. It's not often that Kazradan brings friends to see me. Can I ask what is the occasion?
Well, hi, I'm Ilvem. We need some explosives.
Interesting. All right, I can help with that. Can I ask what you're planning on using them for?
I'll like look to Kaz and be like,
Go ahead.
We're gonna break some of our friends out of prison.
An official prison, like the city prison?
No.
Nope.
All right then. Well, I suppose I'll give you a choice. I don't give these away for free. One of my friends makes them. Well, makes all of my black powder needs. So I'll give you a choice. You can either pay for them in gold, or I will also accept a favor to be repaid at a later date.
How much is the gold thing?
Depends on how much you need.
How much do you think we'd need to bust into a prison?
Yeah, what are the walls made of and how thick?
True.
What are the walls made of, Mr. TM? Like rocks?
It would look like it was heavy reinforced wood.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So Drew will relay that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you can give a description of what you saw and like the metal bars and everything that looked like they sunk into the wood and everything like that. And he thinks for a minute, like he's doing some mental calculations, and he says, two of them should do it. And he goes over to the case and flips the latches and raises it up. And inside you can see a very, very nice, well-polished looking brass rifle with what looks like a telescope mounted on top of it. And like shot lined up in like a crushed velvet like inlay where like, you know, there's like the indent where it fits into, with like the shot lined up in it as well, and the powder horn. But underneath the barrel of it are a couple of what look to be metal canisters with a fuse coming out the end, and they're only about like this big, like a narrow soda can basically. And he picks up two of them and shuts it, and he says, yes, two of these should probably do the trick.
Great. How much gold is that?
For a friend of Khazradan, I'll say 200 gold pieces.
That seems like a pretty reasonable price.
Ilvem, can I talk to you for a second? Just in the doorway. Just discuss payment.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 1 second.
Oh, no problem. Take your time.
What?
Drusilla, as you go towards the doorway, can I have a perception check? Actually, from both of you.
I'm not good at those. Actually, I'm good at those.
It's your wisdom based.
Uh, 13.
7.
All right. Ilvem, you would just barely notice, like, as you guys start talking, just above the doorway where like the wall and ceiling meet in the corner, hiding up like kind of in the shadows, is a spider with like legs spread about that big, just kind of hanging out on the wall. And like looking kind of intently at the two of you.
Not super into that.
So like, we did just get paid by Lucas, right? So we do have 200. We can pay for them. But do you want to just like owe him a favor? Like,
God, no.
no,
Not at all.
Just give him the money.
Yeah. I cannot even begin to tell you how badly I don't want to owe people favors.
It's bad, right?
It's very bad.
Okay.
But let me see if I can get him to reduce his price at all.
Okay. You do that.
Hi, we're back.
Hello.
So we agree that it's a really great price. The only problem is that it's like just like a little bit out of our budget, just like right this minute, you know? So we were wondering if maybe we could do like 150 for both of them, and to like make it extra fun, I'll throw in a secret.
Well, the secret is interesting, but the problem with haggling is that one usually does so when they can take their business elsewhere. And if you're knocking on my door at midnight, I'm guessing that you don't have exactly elsewhere to take your business.
I mean, that's a pretty bold assumption to make.
Will you take your business elsewhere if I deny your price?
Maybe.
Well, I'm not exactly in need of funds right now, so
But what about secrets?
Ilvem knows lots of secrets.
can you give me an idea of what the secret is about? It could be the
Well-
color of your underwear for all I know.
It is definitely not that. And it is much more about just like fun and wacky little secret organizations.
$150 in a secret it is.
Okay, great. Drew, pay the man.
With Hannibal's money? Huh.
You don't know that. You don't know any of that. She will pay him 150 gold.
Okay. He takes it and just like sets it down on the desk and like sets down the glass too and says, now tell me this secret.
Well, you're the only one who paid for this secret. And then Ilvem will give like a pointed look to everybody else in the room.
Technically, I paid. Can I hear the secret, please?
Fine, I suppose you can also hear the secret.
Yeah, Kaz, Katya, and Faith are just like, all right, we'll wait outside. And they go out. As they go out, the spider just climbs up, down like under the top of the door frame and out after them, and then they close the door. And then you see him look after them, and then he kind of closes his eyes when he opens them again. They've gone like a little like rolled back, and then he blinks and they're back again. He says, they're not listening at the door. So, what's the secret?
Okay, so the secret is... I have so many. Let me think about this one.
You know about many secret organizations.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm
not quite sure how I managed to fall into so many of them.
Interesting.
You travel, right? You're a traveler?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, here's a fun one. Have you heard of Farathin?
Marathon?
Farathin? Have you heard of
I'm
Farathin?
from there.
You're from there.
Yes.
That makes this... I don't know if I want to tell this one anymore. Now I'm a little scared. I'm significantly more anxious now. Well, did you know that the old Inquisition is still active?
Really? Can you give me a location?
Nope.
Can you tell me anything else about the fact that they're more active?
I can tell you they're trying to... Actually, I wasn't very good in my studies. I can tell you they're pretty upset that they don't know where I am.
He goes over to the table. He picks up the 150 gold. He tosses it back to you.
I feel like this is mine now.
No.
He sits down on a chair and he says,
Excuse me, that's mine.
No, he paid me for the secret. It was his goal to do with what he wanted.
whoever gets it, I don't care. Everything you know about them, please. Right now.
I mean, that's a lot of it. I don't know where the compound was.
Can you describe what can you do? Where have you been there? Do you remember? Have you seen it? Do you know what it looks like?
Oh, I grew up there.
Then please describe to me as much of it as you can. Area, location, climate, buildings, geological features, anything.
I'm really sorry. That's not really my strong suit.
Just anything you can remember.
What do I remember?
You could probably you'd probably remember there was a village nearby. When you got up to it was there would have been a cathedral, like a small cathedral, almost probably fort-like in its construction, with like some walls around, almost like an abbey, really, with like a village nearby. When you went up to the tallest tower, in the abbey and looked around, like up to the bell tower, you would have seen some woods in the distance, and you probably would have also, like on a clear day, been able to see the coast.
Okay. I'll tell him about the abbey and the village nearby. I'm not going to bring up the coast. But I'll also give him like one of my teacher's names, but like not like the main, probably just like one of like the more minor teachers who came in to teach me math sometimes, you know.
Okay. As you're just talking, he pulls a small notebook out from his pocket and takes just takes out an ink pen, not even like a quill, and just starts jotting down notes as you're talking. When you finish, he closes it and says, if you remember anything else about it, tell Kazradan and he'll get you in touch with me next time I'm in town.
Okay.
Some things should stay former.
Yeah, they were really mean.
You have no idea.
I actually do.
And I'm sorry, I suppose you mentioned you grew up there. I suppose you do.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for the bombs.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, of course. He actually reaches over and he opens it up and he says, for the trouble of us not finding them sooner. He hands you the third one. I know that doesn't make up for it, but I feel bad.
Bombs. Dope.
I once helped rescue people like yourself from their main academy. Back 14 years ago.
Wait a minute. This might be backstory stuff. I'm going to send you a message.
Okay.
The entire time, Drew is just like looking between them, like, oh no.
Discord.
What?
Did you send it on Discord or on?
No,
there it is.
through Zoom.
There it is. He does not ring a Dragonborn does not ring a bell. No.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you managed to get some of them.
And I'm sorry we didn't manage to get you.
That's okay.
All right. Well, he goes over and he flips the latches closed on the rifle case, and he goes over and grabs a like travel bag. He says, "I'll walk you out. Actually, I think I should be getting going."
Alrighty, how fun! Come on, Drew. We have our friends to save. Those idiots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes over the door and opens it and says, "After you."
Thank you.
He steps out after you. Once he gets into the hallway, the spider drops down onto his shoulder and just kind of like hangs out there.
Oh, I love your little friend. Hi.
Oh, thank you. He's been with me for quite some time. He's very useful.
Does he have a name?
He does, but like mine, I like to keep it a secret.
Oh, I love him.
Me too. I'll walk you out.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. And you head back down. He waves to the guy at the counter. He walks over, and as he goes by the counter, he sets down a couple platinum pieces on the counter as he walks out. As he goes by, he says, if you see any of my associates, especially Gale, let them know that I went home. And the guy at the counter just nods to him and takes the coins. And then he heads out with you, and he says, well, I'm going to be getting on a ship, but I wish you the best of luck in rescuing your friends.
Thanks. I hope you have a nice trip home.
No, I'm sure the trip will be productive. I hope to see you soon again. Well, I think this is where we part ways.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to head up north towards the docks and leave you there.
We're going to go to the house. with the prison.
What is the next step of the plan? We should maybe talk about this.
The next step, we're gonna cast. No, you're gonna go in as a spider. You're gonna talk to them. You're gonna tell them to stay away from the wall. Then you're gonna somehow give me a signal that you're ready, and then I'm gonna cast silence, and then somebody's gonna get levitated up, and we're gonna blow open the wall, and then you're all gonna hop down.
Am I putting the halfling in the bag of holding?
I mean, if you can find the bag of holding, sure.
Okay. All right. Solid plan. Sounds like a solid plan. Let's do it.
We got it.
All right. Then you head in that direction. As you're heading that way, the other two of you, Hannibal and Sid, have finished your short rest.
Cool. I got 13 back. 13 plus 2.
Okay.
Nice. I'm sitting pretty at 16 now.
Or do I add 2 from each D8 that I rolled?
Yeah, you add your con modifier for each hit die.
Oh. Well,
Mhm.
that's more than that.
Oh, big yikes. Okay. Never mind.
So 13 plus 6.
I have more.
I'm at full.
Nice. I'm almost at full.
Okay. So that's where you are. It is after midnight at this point, certainly.
Okay. How is Hannibal doing on that? Trying to lockpick.
He's been having to. If he's been resting, then he hasn't been able to really like put full effort into it. He's like kind of fiddling around with it occasionally, but not enough to put full attention if he's trying to focus on healing.
Let's try it again, then.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe in you.
You shouldn't have.
What'd
Yeah,
you
you're having a
do?
hard time. The fact that you can't see is probably really messing with you.
5.
Yeah, no. And you're working with a belt buckle, so that's not less than ideal.
How dark is it right now?
They keep this area pretty. Well, in here there aren't any lamps on, but the next room over there are. So there's like lamplight coming in from the next room over through the barred door.
Question.
Mhm.
Do my arms, because they are radiant, cast any light?
I would say it's probably like a soft glow. So like enough that if you're looking at them in the darkness, you can easily see them, but they don't like illuminate the room.
Okay. I'm gonna still doing message because trying to keep it sneaky. Reach out my hand. I mean, I'm not good at it, but do you mind if I try? Unless you'd like to keep trying.
No, you try.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
All right, you're gonna try for your own door. Go ahead and roll it.
What do I add? Do I add anything, or is it
Just dexterity. If you're not proficient in thieves' tools.
Okay, all right. That's
Did you roll
not.
and did you roll disadvantage because you can't see?
Oh, big yikesing.
Because you're trying to like reach around it and do this blind like backwards.
Yikesing. Okay, hold on. 12.
Nope. So haven't just you're making some progress. Like if this was a reasonable, if this was like an average lock, this wouldn't, you actually probably would have done it by now. But like it feels like it's got a more complicated mechanism to it. Specifically, probably because they do end up imprisoning like thieves on occasion, so they need to make sure it's harder to pick.
Okay, I'm gonna hand the thing back over, and oh man. What does the floor look like?
The floor looks like some pretty sturdy floorboards, but they have it looks like they've got some kind of like there's a bit of a sheen to them, not like shiny, but like as if there's some kind of almost like a resin over them, like sealing the floor together. So there's not like spaces between the floorboards. They're pressed very up close next to each other and like sealed.
Okay, so there's no like nails or anything.
There are, but like if you try and scratch at it, it's like there seems to be like some kind of like layer of something over it, and they're all pounded in like indented inward. None are sticking out.
Okay, got you. Any other brilliant ideas, Hannibal?
No, I don't think so. I could try to just kick the door open, but that won't work, so no, I just sit here and stare at the wall.
Perhaps could cause a ruckus. Get the guards.
Oh,
Can I hear how many? Possibly keeping
Hannibal
up?
would know that there's 2.
I think
there's
there's
two?
2. So let me try this then. And I'm gonna touch the lock,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna magical tinker it. Oh, hold on. Nope, can't. Never mind.
Sorry.
Nope, can't do it. Can't do anything.
What are you trying to do?
I was going to tinker with this lock a little bit and make it make a very loud farting sound. I can't make I have to make non-verbal sounds. Or an odor, but yeah, so well, we just sit here.
I'd like to get a look at those guards, though. Would you mind making a ruckus?
Okay.
Shouting, yelling. Try to get their attention. I just want to see what they have on their person.
I'm going to scream really loud. I'm going to kill every single god in this place and kick the door really hard.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
5.
Bang! It like clanks a little bit, but your foot just bounces right off of it. But you yell, and you hear them. You hear just, one of them gets up and comes over to the barred door that leads into this room, and you can see one of the basic mercenaries who's got the leather armor, one sword at his side. He's got the crossbow sticking up over his shoulder, and he just leans and just, "Shut up in there! We're trying to play cards."
Oh, that sucks. How are your 2 friends that I almost killed? Are they doing all right?
Yes, actually they are. Very nice musician came by and made sure they didn't die. So
oh,
you know what?
you mean Ilvem?
I'm gonna message him. No, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
You know him?
Oh, yes. I can
message
give
him.
you information
Shut-
if you let us out. We can aid you.
He leans back. Hey, he thinks he has a choice about whether or not he gives us information. Ha,
Oh, I do.
Oh no. I'll just wait till the boss gets here in the morning.
Your skin will make a very nice coat for me.
You know what? She'll probably say the same thing to you.
Sid's gonna lean up against the bars just sort of casually. You said you guys are playing cards?
Yeah.
What game?
Go to sleep.
I haven't heard of that one
What?
before.
I can't ask a simple question? I'm very good at cards. I'm just interested.
Yeah, He just turns around and just goes back away.
Huh.
Can I see, does he have any sort of keys on him?
Yeah, you'd see a key ring on his belt.
I wish I had my mage hand.
Okay. Is it just him peeking in right now, or is it the other guy too?
Yeah, it was just him peeking in, and he leaned back and talked to the other guy. Sounds like the other one stayed at the table.
Okay. Then I'm going to message Hannibal. After he leaves, I have an idea.
Are you
They
going?
need to get close enough for me to grab that key ring, possibly.
I have an idea.
Yes.
The help was this. I'm going to scream that they saw you smuggle something into the prison cell. He'll come over to investigate, and then you do what you need to do.
All right. I'll take the one who just came after us, or who just checked in on us. Can you, the both of you, possibly take the other one? Even if it's just simply getting your arm out and covering their mouth.
I can try. I don't know if I can reach his mouth.
I'll pick you up like the Lion King.
Like the what? I
Don't
haven't seen
worry
that
about
play.
it. It's a book that I read.
Okay.
I cover his mouth and you kick him in the genitals?
I can try. My punch might be better.
There
Closer
you
to my
go,
level.
punch it. Pull on it. Do whatever you can to hurt him.
Okay.
Okay, wunderbar. Guards, the person you have brought in across the cell from me, the elf, I just saw them they're smuggling something into the cell. I think they have a knife on them.
You hear,
I'm gonna go sit in the far corner so that they have to come to me.
you can hear them muttering in the other room. Knife in the cell. So what are you thinking? Fish in a barrel? Just shoot him? I mean, might get us in trouble with the boss. If we say he had a knife, tried to attack us. Next morning, he's got a bunch of crossbow bolts in him. Who can say? It might be more entertaining than cards. Let's go see what's going on. And the two of them walk over, they unlock the door, and they come walking in, both of their crossbows out.
Okay. I'm not moving. I'm just sitting there. Hands up.
All right.
You searched me. I have nothing on me. This asshole is a liar. Go back to playing your fucking card game.
So, no knife on you then?
Why would I have a knife on me? Didn't you search me?
Yeah, we did, and you were unconscious.
You took everything that I have. I
Hmm.
mean, you can come search me again. I'm going to keep my hands right here, if that's your prerogative.
Well, suppose even if you do have a knife on you, who are you gonna stab? One of them? And then they're gonna they're like, yeah, all right. And one of them is gonna take the crossbow and just turn it sideways like this and go. I have disadvantage because he's not looking. Yeah, Hannibal, 9 doesn't hit you, right?
Nope.
So a crossbow bolt just sticks into the wall next to you, and he's like, "Oh, I missed."
Can I sneakily grab it? Because he's not paying
It's stuck
attention.
into the wall. Like, it doesn't come in. Like, it's in the wall behind you in the cell. He doesn't come in and get it.
Yeah, I kind of just want to sneakily grab it.
Wait till they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, don't pull anything like that again, or the next one will go into you.
This will go into you.
What was that? I've got another one right here. I can load
Oh,
it in.
sorry, I was clearing my throat. I'm very congested. I'm
That's
not
what I
used
thought.
to being above water.
All right. I go back out and shut the door behind them.
I take the crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Okay, so what can I do with this? I attempt to pick the lock with the crossbow bolt.
You're probably not going to have as. It's actually going to be harder than the belt buckle because it's
never mind.
wider. It's going to be harder to fit inside the lock. Probably use it as an improvised dagger if you need to.
I could use it as a dart.
Oh, that's true.
I toss it over to Sid.
I take it.
Okay, you've got one crossbow bolt.
All right.
I should have peed on one of the gods.
How angry do you think we'll need to make them in order for them to actually come up front to the cell?
Much more angry. Like this. Hey, gods!
What?
I can tell you about a secret group of people who plan on breaking into this place later. That's why I came here in the first place, as a scouting mission for them.
Make a persuasion check at this point to get them to, like, listen to you.
Fuck yes. 19.
Go wake up the commander. That sounds important.
You would really believe the man who just lied that I have a dagger?
If it ends up being true, go get her. And then you hear the outside door open and then footsteps leaving. And then the other one comes and stands like in the doorway behind the bar door, just watching you. get his crossbow out. He's like, if you're lying about this,
I
you're not
never
going to
lie.
survive till morning.
I never lie.
Uh-huh. A few minutes later, the commander comes down. Commander comes down like sword in hand.
I'm hiding the crossbow bolt in my pants.
Okay. She comes down and like you can hear like door get thrown open. She pushes past the other one, throws the door open, comes up to the edge of your cell. What?
So the reason I was here is I was being paid to come on a scouting mission to sort of scout the place out and relay information and kill guards if I had to. If you allow me to, me and my, well, I don't know any of these people, but if you let me leave, I can give you information on the organization who hired me.
Yeah, we're not just going to let you leave,
Understandable.
but I'll add that to the list of information you should be tortured about later.
Well, could I at least have my glove back? So you see this hand right here? It's very sore and it's oozing. And I don't want any of your guards to catch the infections that I have in this hand. It can be airborne, and the glove actually sustains said infection.
She takes her sword and she says, how about this? You stick your hand through the bars, and I remove that problem for you.
It'll still makes the blood spray and go airborne, so you get infected.
You're not getting that glove back. I saw what you did with it.
Anyways, so...
Last thing Bernard saw was that glove shooting something at him, and he's been throwing up all night ever since.
That must be really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it is.
So, here's the thing. Could I at least have... You would have seen a kit that I used to make alcohol with? Could I at least have that?
You're not getting anything. Go to
I
sleep.
just want alcohol.
I
Either
don't
way.
care what you want. You attacked both of you. You attacked me. You attacked my men. None of you are getting anything.
So here, you see here. So here's the information that I have then. Well, there's this organization. They are outside of the city limits. In a forest. The organization name is the Bannered Mule. And they employ sneaky wizards to come into places, assumes the disguise of the person in charge, kills the person in charge, and take over the organization.
Make me a deception check.
8.
Shoot him.
Oh, it'd be really unfortunate if something happened. Okay.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Mint, you only take 2 points of damage. This time a crossbow bolt just right into your arm.
Ow.
Let me make something clear to you. Both of you.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
I don't...
I'm literally just. I told your guard not to go get you.
Did I say talk?
I mean, you addressed me, so obviously you wanted me to talk.
I'm making something clear to both of you. The reason you're alive is because my boss is going to want to know information about you. If it was up to me, you'd both be dead and at the bottom of the river. So, at some point, I have to weigh how annoying I'm going to be at losing sleep all night if you keep bothering me, and how bad disciplinary action from my boss will be. At some point, if you get more annoying than that disciplinary action will be, then you'll be on the bottom of the river.
Sorry you didn't get enough sleep last night.
It's still tonight.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't get enough sleep.
Then stop bothering my guards, be quiet, and let me sleep.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't wake you up. Your guards did.
Yeah, true. They must suck.
Yes, because you keep shouting about mules.
They're not really the best guards there are. You saw how much trouble they had apprehending me. They kept tripping over things and running into walls.
You want to get shot again?
Well, I don't have my dog here, so I have nothing to live for, so go for it.
If he makes any more noise, just shoot him. I don't want to be woken up. It didn't happen. I can. She just turns around and walks back upstairs. Yeah, the guard's like, well, you heard her. Got your name on it.
Do you even know what my name is?
Nope.
Can you spell?
Don't need to. Crossbow bolt doesn't need to know what your name is.
A crossbow bolt doesn't have ears. It can't hear it can't hear what you say to it. If you
Yeah,
tell
and
it
it
my
could,
name.
but it could still kill you just fine. So yeah, they turn around and go back to their card game. Shut the door behind them.
I pull that crossbow bolt out of my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Sid. I got each another one.
Thank you.
All right. About this time, Ilvem and Drew, you are approaching the outpost again.
You think they're okay in there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're just like... No, they're definitely probably been very... Like, hopefully they're still asleep. Let's just hope they're asleep.
They're the best.
Because if they're not...
I mean, I don't know how Sid is. when they wake
Sid can be
up,
pretty
but
rude. Yeah, he can be pretty rude when he's grumpy.
Hannibal's always just kind of rude. Like, it's like he doesn't know. But then, what if he does know and he's just like fucking with us? I don't know.
I don't know.
Strange. He's a strange little boy.
Yeah, you should probably turn into a spider now and go in there.
How close are we to
You're like right outside.
Okay. Spider
Okay.
and Noom.
What like route are you gonna try and like find an open door? Or are you just gonna try and go up and go through a window?
The window in the jail, did it have glass or was it
had glass
just
too.
bars? Damn it.
Well, that changed those things a little bit for sure.
There were non-barred windows on that floor though.
Open?
You can walk around the outside and find one.
I'll walk around and find one
Okay.
before spidering.
Okay. So you find one spider, and then you're gonna go up to that one.
Yep.
Okay. You get to you come out into what looks like an indoor training area for like if it's raining or something outside, or they just need extra place to train. Training dummies, training weapons, all kind of that stuff around. The floor is covered in like a mat for cushioning falls, and the jail is right across the hallway. All right, you're gonna head across.
Yeah.
You can see the two of them. Or you can see the two guards playing cards. One of them's one of them has a loaded crossbow sitting on the desk within arm's reach, and they look like just generally like you can see some tension in them. They just look generally a little upset. And you head through into the jail cell.
Yeah, in the jail cell.
All right, you can see Sid and Hannibal in there with the halfling. Hannibal has a new arrow style wound in the arm that wasn't there before. You guys, there's a little spider just comes into the room.
Oh, look who it is. Look who finally decided to show up. I assume. Hello?
Just gonna. How close are the guards to?
They're in a different room.
In a different room. Okay.
Yeah. Like the door is bars though, so like sound will travel through it, but they're not in line of sight.
So, and it's like a U shape, right?
It's like it's basically a rectangular room. Every side of the room, and like the three walls that don't have the like door, like you enter in, and then the other three walls have cells against them.
Okay.
So Sid is on your left, Hannibal straight ahead.
I'm gonna go to like the farthest corner, not going into any of the cells.
Okay, the farthest corner that's not in a cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like farthest from their line of sight, and drop spider and like immediately like. Are you guys okay?
Yes.
Sid's going to message, "We're okay, but we don't have any of our things. I have 2 crossbow bolts, but that's about it. We've been trying to break one of the locks with a buckle."
Oh yeah, I suppose Drusilla, you would have seen all of their stuff on like a counter in the guard room.
And that's where the guards currently are.
Yep.
Damn it. I know where your stuff is, but I can't get to it without being seen.
Fez Malik.
Shit, I had the dog.
You probably, I guess, yeah, you couldn't have wild shaped with Moloch with you. Like he would have just like popped out. So you presumably gave him to like Ilvem.
He's with Ilvem right now.
Or I suppose you could have actually, you could have dropped him off at your room in the Onyx Cat while you were there too.
Don't worry about him. He's back home. He's safe.
I hope so.
I gave him an apple to chew on.
I don't want Moloch to be here right now.
He's not. He's back at the inn.
I hope so.
So here's the thing. We're gonna explode the outside wall.
Oh, wunderbar.
So we need you all to get away from the outside wall as much as possible.
That's going to cause quite a ruckus.
Don't worry about it. We have a plan. Okay?
They're definitely going to shoot us if they hear an explosion. They'll think we're part of it, won't they, Sid?
It's gonna be fine.
Yes, definitely. We don't want to wake up the entire compound.
Just gonna turn to Sid. Do you trust Ilvem?
I do.
I don't.
Kind of.
I don't
Hannibal,
know him that
do
well.
you trust me?
I will if you give me back my money.
Your money is with your dog right now.
I doubt it.
So we gotta get you back there. Because that's a lot of gold that I don't want to be carrying around. So I left it at home. Okay?
Drusilla, do you have anything on you that we could use just in the meantime to defend ourselves if we have to?
Do you have any thieves' tools? Anything that'll
Yes,
work
do you have
better than a
thieves'
full
tools?
buckle?
No, because they didn't like my idea of like getting the lock picks and picking the locks. They're like, oh, we gotta explode the wall.
I can pick locks. I'm profi.
Yeah, well, explosions.
We're all going to die.
Look, give me the buckle. Let me try.
Okay.
Also, really quick, just looking at the room, by the way, Drusilla, if you explode the wall, Sid will still be stuck in a cell.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me the lock. Give me the buckle. Walk me through. How hard can it be to pick a lock?
Is there any way for you to cast a light? Perhaps that would help him pick the lock.
It's because it's the fact that he's like on the other side of it, like it's facing away from him. It's like trying to pick like the outside of a door you're inside of, so
Yeah.
he just like cannot see it.
Mm-hmm.
So we really only have to pick Sid's lock.
Yeah, just walk me through picking a lock. Okay, Hannibal, can you do that?
Sure.
Okay. How do I do this?
Okay, so you take the buckle and start trying to pick. Which lock are you trying to pick?
Sid's.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll just dexterity.
Just dexterity.
Not with disadvantage because you can see what you're doing.
Come on, you.
I believe in you.
Okay. 16.
Made it by 1.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh, excellent.
Okay. Should I pick their lock too so that we can get them as far away from the wall as possible? And then I'll give the signal to Ilvem and then we can all jump out.
Well, we still need to get all our things.
But the guards are in there and they have a weapon like really close to them.
Can you hide? Is there any way that you could possibly make us unseen?
I can hide, but I can't make you unseen.
Ilvem, you're just down below, waiting outside
Yep.
with the others.
Like,
We need to get them in here somehow. We need to get them close to my cell. I need to pretend that the cell is still locked. If we can just take out the guards, then we can go and get our things. Wait, you can make yourself unseen. Can you... How do you do that? Walk me through it. I need to know all of our options here.
Oh, okay, so I haven't done it in a city. I used to do it in the forest. Where, like, I would hide in, like, the shadows, and then, like, you know, I would just kind of be unseen, like...
Like
It's almost
Sanj,
as if-
like Sanjina.
Who?
Sanjina.
Da, 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 da,
do-do-do.
da, 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 do.
I don't know this.
John Cena.
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah, Sanjina.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Can you do that now? I want to see if I can't see you.
Is there any place in this jail cell where I could be lightly obscure?
Not really, no.
Damn it. I can't do it here.
It's like an open bare room. It's like not supposed. It's supposed to be easy to see everyone in it.
Right, and then so the door gate thing to where the guards are, it's like, is it like an entire wall of bars?
No, it's just a door in a wooden wall.
Oh, it's just a wooden wall. Okay,
Yeah.
we can work with this. Okay, I thought it was like an entire like wall of bars.
No. They can only
Okay.
see you if they're at the door.
Okay, perfect. So it would be possible to like hide against the wall.
Yeah, like as they would come through, yes.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm so anxious right now. Oh my god.
Is there a door? Or is it just like an open doorway?
No, there's a door. It's like a barred jail cell door.
What if we trap them in here? We get them in and then
that
close the
was
door
ex-
behind them.
That was exactly my plan. Could you possibly go hide next to the door, wait for them to come in, and then make it so that they can't escape? First, we would need to pick their lock, make sure that both of our doors are open, so that the three of us can take on the two of them.
I can try picking their lock, yes.
And you said that we didn't have to worry about an explosion of any kind. What was your plan to make that quiet? Is there any way we could implement that sooner, so that if they yell, nobody will hear them?
You know, Ilvem said he had a spell that was gonna make it quiet and that we wouldn't have to worry about it, and that most of my spells wouldn't work in it because they're all like boom thunder. So I don't exactly know how that works, but I'm trusting them.
Thank you.
Okay, what was your signal? What exactly was the plan?
Ilvem said you had a way to talk to people. So like you could talk to Ilvem, be like, hey, we're ready to go.
Yeah, you are the signal.
I am the signal! Oh my god, no! No. Sid is so stressed right now, he completely forgot that he can do that. He's like, oh wait, shit!
It's either that or I'm gonna like wave out the window, but I don't know if they'll see me or not.
Point me in a direction. Where are they?
Outside?
Yeah, I would have just been waiting down in front of the barred window.
Yeah. Like, if
Okay,
Hannibal
so can
stood
I
up,
see?
you can,
Oh,
but
Hannibal.
Hannibal stood up, he could spot him. Or
Okay,
spot them,
perfect.
yeah.
Once I get a direction, I'm going to focus on Ilvem and I'm going to cast message. My cell is unlocked. Drew said that you're possibly going to make the explosion quieter. Is there any way that you could implement that sooner?
You can respond.
You can
Yes.
respond to this message.
Yeah, I can. Just let me know when you want the spell to go off, and it'll go off. It's only a
Perfect.
20-foot sphere, though.
would that fill up the space?
I don't know what the room looks like.
That would be like a good chunk of the floor, depending on where you center it.
I was planning on centering it like on the wall mostly.
Okay.
So would that cover our little jail cell?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. We're working on a plan. We need to incapacitate the gods so that we can get our things. I will message you again just with now, and you will know that the time to cast the silent spell or whatever it is you're doing.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Wait for my signal. Okay. So, Drew, can you
Yes.
hide, use the wall to your advantage, next to the door, try to stay out of sight, and essentially get in their way so that they do not leave?
How tall are they?
Do I know how tall they are?
Average human height.
So taller than Drew. Okay.
Yes, most people are.
Do you have any sort of spell? What do you have?
I got some things. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Don't worry
Anything
about
that's
it.
quiet specifically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Drew, you need to work with me on this.
I swear, they're quiet.
All right.
They're more like if they come at me like stabbing, but you know.
Okay, that'll work. Whatever works. All right. First things first. Can you see if you can pick the lock to Hannibal's cell?
I'm gonna try
Perfect.
and pick
All
that
right, go
lock.
ahead and roll it.
Can I guide her hand to give her advantage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll say you can. You're proficient, so I was gonna say, or Sid could, but you're proficient, so the two of you will be able to give the same amount of help, basically. So yeah.
Don't worry, you got this.
So yes, you are assisted, so you have advantage.
What?
Would have been nice if I remembered that I could have inspired her before she went in there.
Y'all,
What'd you do?
I just rolled 2 nat ones.
Oh my god.
So you put the belt buckle in there, and you like turn it up a little bit, and you just like it feels like it's stuck a little bit, so you really just like crank it to one side, and you just go like, you hear it from the other rooms. What the hell was that?
Oh fuck.
Drew, quickly hide. Hannibal, make a ruckus. I'm gonna try to make it look like the my cell is still locked.
All right. Oh, my stomach.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna hide. I'm gonna hide by the door.
oh, my stomach. I think I have diarrhea. Oh, Jesus.
All right, they both come to the door, unlock, step in.
I'm going to immediately message Ilvem now, as soon as they step in.
Okay.
And I will immediately respond with you've got this, so you can take a d6 of bardic inspiration, and then I'll cast silence.
Okay. So it's like, hey, what's going on in here? What do you?
Okay, Sid's gonna spring out of the cell and go for the guy that had the keys
Okay.
and try to grab the keys. First things first is trying to get Hannibal's cell open.
Okay.
Just not closing the door.
Make me a sleight of hand check to try and like nab those.
To try and nab those?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll beat him up if I have to. I'm not worried about.
I mean,
Damn.
will you?
Yeah, I'll try. Okay. 14.
Okay. You managed to grab him off his belt. He did not manage to grab them away from you. He's also a little surprised by you just bursting out of the cell.
Perfect. I'm just gonna toss the keys to Hannibal.
Okay. Hannibal, a set of keys just comes flying at you.
Just do that, and then I'm going to my 2 key points, because I have those back.
Mm-hmm.
Summon the arms.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck up some guards.
Well, so the stealing the key was your action.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Awesome.
arms
It's
just appear.
bonus for arms.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get ready to fuck up some guards.
Okay. Ilvem, when you cast the spell, Katya and the rest are just like, now, do we do our thing now? Is now the time?
No, that was yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's- yeah.
So yeah,
now's the time.
yeah. So while that's so, Kaz runs over to the base of the building, and Katya starts lifting him up. So he gets up to the window. You guys look in the window, and you can see just this floating Goliath face, just kind of slowly bobbing up and down.
Hannibal
And he, like-
looks at the window and just goes, mouths, because he can't speak. What?
You just look up, and just above you, there's this looming Goliath face. And I guess now I will roll initiative to see how this goes.
Can I close the door before we
Yeah, they see. Yeah, you close the door, and they see you. You're like right next to them.
12.
Hi.
Whew. I will take that hot nasty 13.
Okay.
I also got a 13.
Woo!
Alright.
Look at us twinsies.
I need to get rid of this dice.
What'd you
I
get?
got a 7.
Okay.
At least it's not a 1.
I'm throwing it out after this game.
All right.
Oh,
Sid,
gotta
you go
love it.
first.
I go first. Okay. I got 2 guards in front of me.
Yep.
I have my arms.
Yep.
I am going to let me remember how to live real quick. I'm gonna do a little bop bop to the one closest to me.
Okay.
I
Or
messed
more
it up.
like stab, stab.
Stab stab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because it's the fingers.
Yep.
Kind of like a cat, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh boy. Okay.
That is a
Roll.
nat 20.
Roll crit damage on the first one.
Lord God. How do I even roll
What's
crit damage? Am I
so
rolling?
What's the damage on the claws or on the hands?
It's D4 plus 3.
Okay, so it's roll the d4, double it, add 3.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7.
So
Seven
it
damage.
was a 4.
Yeah, well, it's a D4, so it's 2,
Oh, 2. Okay, so 2
Doubled.
double. All right, so
4.
the first one comes in and just from like down into the shoulder, like up and down. It's like, oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Still up, but you can second attack.
Next. Okay, that one's not as great. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Just hits.
Whoo! Big money, no whammies. 5.
Down from the shoulder, up under the ribs, and just.
Also, my inspiration dice can be used for damage rolls.
Oh, that's right, because you have the.
Thank you. I
Son of
totally forgot
Valor.
about that.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
yeah, one guard down already.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna look at the other guard and like try to back him into a corner.
Yeah, we'll see if he has a chance to respond. Ilvem, are you doing anything in particular?
I am using my full movement and my action to get 60 feet away.
Just so away. All right.
Yep, I am leaving.
Away.
Okay. That will bring us then to Hannibal.
Hannibal is going to unlock his cell door.
All right. So you've got 8 keys on the thing.
Oh yeah.
I'll say you could try randomly, or we'll say you can try an intelligence check to like. But you've been fiddling around in this lock for a while, so like looking at the keys, I'll see if you can make an intelligence check trying to figure out which one should go with it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
This dice sucks. This dice is going away. That's a 7.
Yeah, you're having a hard time. It's in the moment, so I'm just gonna try. I'll say you can try 2 keys per round.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. So I can try another one.
Well, no, so that was trying to figure out, but you can just try and fall. Now you can just try. You're just like, I can't figure it out. You can just try 2 keys.
I'll try 2 random keys.
All right, I'm gonna roll for it to see how you do. First one, no luck.
Yep, makes sense.
Second one, these keys are hard to fit in because Drusilla kind of messed up the lock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But like you managed to like jam this one in and the door unlocks.
Oh, thank fuck.
Nice.
Oh, but no one can hear that. Oh,
Oh yeah, you feel it.
yeah. All right.
All right. Anything else with you have movement?
I move out into the room, out of the cell.
Okay. All right. The halfling is going to follow you. Scrambles up. Drusilla.
I am staying at this door.
Okay. The guy's like right in front of you. They did not get far into the doorway.
I will not attack unless they come at me.
Okay, so you're just gonna hang out.
I'm going to ready an action to attack with this quarterstaff
Mm-hmm.
if this guard turns around and looks like he's going to run at me.
Okay. He does not. Instead, he's going for the one with the big glowing arms because he goes next.
Fair.
So he's gonna attack once. Got a 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. For 6 damage.
I'll take that 6 damage to the bank.
Okay. Absolutely silent. Just... This is like a silent movie in here.
Love it. Here for it.
All right. That's all he's got. And then whoever's looking at the window, you can see the Goliath, Kaz, just set up a canister on one window, like behind, like jam it behind the bars of one window, jam it behind the bars of another window, and then just kind of like shoves himself back away, like pushes against the wall and just floats backward about 30 feet. And then Ilvem, you're running away, but over your shoulder, you see Katya take one hand, like do a finger gun motion,
I love her.
and like set up like this. And
oh,
then
what a
just
queen.
We stand.
shoots a
We stand
firebolt.
legend.
Just shoots a
Oh.
firebolt up. And so all of you just see a slight glow, orange glow from outside the window as something comes up and hits the canister. And then there's just like a absolutely silent, just blossoming orange flame. Like the building still shakes, like as the wall is just blown to pieces and shrapnel goes flying inside. Everybody make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
15.
Okay. By everybody, I mean everybody in the room.
Oh, what are we doing? Sorry, I'm trying to deal with something on the Discord.
Oh.
Dex save.
Dex save.
Okay. Ha!
Save
10.
All right.
5.
Okay. So. Whoop. Where'd you go? Cut back. Where'd my dice go? All right. Okay, so if you made your dexterity saving throw, you take 2 points of damage as just like wood shards go flying out from the wall. If you failed it, you take 4 points of damage.
Who made it?
Oh, sorry. It was all so very clear. It was like nothing but 2s and a 15. If you beat a 12,
Okay, cool.
Oh, nope.
I beat a 12.
I
yeah,
did.
but you're downstairs, so you just see this just the wall just erupt in fire and like wood shards go, like bits of wall go flying. Kazradan is like huddled up in the air, and he gets like pushed back even more.
So 4 damage if we fail.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
The guard in the room like winces, and you can see like a chunk of wood about this big just embed itself in his like lower back. He's like, ugh. And the merchant managed to duck. He took half damage as well. Bring us back at the top of Sid.
Okay. I am going after the other guard.
Okay.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right. 2 swings, and he's already taken damage from that explosion.
11.
No, that does not hit. He turns, and you don't manage to sink all the way through his armor.
Okay. Wait, crap. Could I have used the thing?
I'll still allow it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Beep. 16.
Yes.
Woo. Okay, damage for that one. That is a 5
Okay.
for damage.
Still up, but really not looking good.
Okay, second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! That is 24.
Yeah.
Okay, damage for that in. Math. 6.
Yes. Okay. So another with the long clawed nails into this guy, and he goes down.
Hey, and then I would like to move into that door to go and
Okay.
grab our things.
Well, at this point, there's no one left alive for you to fight. Everyone else is upstairs. So initiative order ends, and yeah, you can push through the door. You can get into their office. You can see, or their like guard room, and you can see the counter where just all of your stuff is, including Hannibal's bag of holding.
Perfect. I'm grabbing everything that I can carry.
Okay. You just grab it all, or you just like shove it in the bag, or
I'm gonna take my stuff,
okay.
Equip myself, and take everything else and put it in the bag.
Okay. I suppose Hannibal, you could also rush out and aid in this.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You can go grab. Like the two of you can just go grab your stuff.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right. And then
We're gonna-
Drusilla, you have the halfling back in the room, and there's just a gaping hole in the wall.
Look at the halfling. Look at Hannibal's bag of holding. Look at the hole.
No.
No.
Do you think you can jump?
It's pretty far.
I can cushion you.
I'd appreciate that.
Oh my god, no. No. Are we already in the room at this point?
I suppose you come back out, yeah, and
Okay.
Drusilla. Well, actually,
I
no,
can-
actually, no, you don't hear any of this. You just
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
there's still absolute silence in here. Cannot hear anything.
I'm gonna start taking out my rope.
Okay. Yeah,
Sid
all
has
right.
the brain cell again.
Yeah, I went back to Sid.
All right. In this moment,
We found the
Kazradan
brain cell.
Kazradan is floating like 50 feet away, and just like Katya just lets him down. He just floats back down to the ground. There's like,
I'm throwing the rope down, and I'm pointing at everyone else.
do you tie it off to something, or do you just throw it out the
No,
hole?
no, 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 no. I'm gonna tie it to like one of the cell bars.
Okay,
Like,
all right. I have to ask.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I clarify.
Just toss a coiled rope out the side of the building. It's like, why did we trust them?
We had the brain cell for exactly 1 minute, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so you tie it off, drop it out
Yes.
the hole. Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna start climbing down.
Okay, everyone can climb down. They're like, let's go. Let you get out
Yeah.
of the,
Book it.
like you get out and you can hear like bells ringing upstairs and commotion and everything. And they're like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh.
We are running,
When
Okay.
did those start going off?
taking off.
Probably after the explosion, but when you were all deaf.
Oh. Okay.
We go. We run.
Yeah, you just book it through the streets, and as you flee the place with the halfling captain, you succeeded in your mission eventually. That's what'll end for the week.
Oh
Excellent.
my god.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh my god.
And Nolan is still 60 feet ahead of everybody. Just like Nolan
Lem's
does
just
not,
booking it out of here.
Yeah.
Not
Nolan does
dealing
not
with this.
want to be like associated with this at all.
Mhm.
Once we get far enough away, Sid would like not even head in their direction. He'd immediately head towards the university district.
So, okay, so Sid just like peels off and takes a hard right, and everyone else is about to take a left.
All I
Just
care,
send a message back. Don't wait for me.
all Hannibal cares about right now is Moloch. So
All right, so y'all running back the Onyx Cat, and that is where we end for the week.
cool.
Oh boy,
Oh my god, guys. I mean, we did it.
We did
we
do
did
it.
do it.
Like it was super roundabout, but we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I will call this a success.
You got
I
there
see
eventually.
this as an absolute win.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. You know, you
Ilvem
got there
still has to go back tomorrow to keep appearances up.
eventually.
Yes. Oh my god, please though. Yes.
Ilvem, actually, you were outside. Ilvem, make me a retroactive perception check.
Oh no.
Now that I think about that.
These people will never trust a performer ever again.
A natural 20.
Okay.
Hey!
Before you turned around and ran, after the explosion and everything, you saw people looking out the windows.
No, I fully
Stairs.
started running as soon as he started levitating.
Oh, before the explosion went off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I suppose looking back over your shoulder, you still would have noticed. So like maybe from behind you were running, they didn't, but maybe they did see you. It's really not clear.
Yikes.
So you're not sure how much that's gonna hold up.
Okay, so we're not going back tomorrow.
And we
Just,
probably shouldn't go back to the Onyx cat because you told them where you're staying.
None of us know that though.
Oh crap.
And Ilvem's not smart enough to remember that they told them that.
No.
And Sid, who's the one who would probably ask about that, is running the other direction.
I think we just need to get out of town.
We just need, guys, we're done. We need to skip town.
Let's go to the forest, y'all. Let's get the hell out
So
of
that's where we're
Dodge.
in. We'll deal with all of that next
Oh
Sunday.
my god.
Thank you to everyone on Twitch who's watching with us. We very much appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Twitch chat. G bless.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. So, final announcements. There's podcasts, iTunes or Apple Music, Spotify.
Also, please, if you are a member of the Discord server or playing in the games, please check out our rules and guidelines. If you're part of the games, please. Especially if you're part of the Discord, it's really appreciated that you read those over and understand what I'm trying to tell people, what's not allowed and what is.
All right.
Thank you. And we'll be back maybe tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Descent into Avernus. It all depends on a player's connection tonight. So, yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us again, everybody. We ran a little bit longer this week, but hope to see you all again next week for the thrilling continuation of this adventure.
Ilvem still has to do their stupid fucking performance.
Yeah, I think that's like the night of this day coming up now.
Yeah.
Actually. It's been like a day a week so far.
I love it. It's so good. I love it. I love all of it.
All right. So thank you for joining us, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good week again. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.